Manic 5 Kawaii.
Whoa, Jesus fuck. Whew. That was loud. Thanks. Who chose these sounds for this, I wonder?
All right, okay, here we go, guys. I'm ready. I'm ready. We're ready to go. We're gonna continue the Tales of Murkwatch. Let's go join our players right now, and of course create havoc because these people have no patience for 5 fucking minutes. Okay, good. And that works. That works. That works. Oh yeah, just disadvantage for everyone who's storing.
So glad I stayed awake.
Okay.
We're awake.
Welcome everybody. Hello. We're gonna go around that we usually do, and we're gonna introduce everybody. So we'll start with Gemma, and then we'll go down from the characters. So nobody talk while the other person's talking, so people can understand who is who on the PNG things. Gemma.
Hello.
Who are you? What do you do?
Oh,
Do you stream,
right.
etc. Move on. Come on.
Who
Let's hurry
am
this
I?
along.
Wait, character-wise or human-wise?
No, human-wise. The person, Gemma. I should have started with someone else.
Yes, you should have.
Just go.
Right, I'm Purple Dead.
Thank you.
I'm a streamer. What else do you want to hear?
That's all. Fine. Moving on. Marcy.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Huntress Marcy. I occasionally stream. It's a rarening event. I'm a big nerd. Someone else can go now.
Okay, Panda.
Sad Panda 90, also a streamer. Hello.
And then we have Noon.
Hi, I'm Noon. I stream sometimes.
Cool. And that's then Bean.
Hey, I'm the Bean, and I stream sometimes once I get things working better. Yep, that's me.
And then Nerd.
Yeah, I stream all the time,
Okay.
even right now,
Even right
and it's
now.
pretty much just Tailspire.
Can we get a shout for Nerd, considering he's streaming right now? Go check him out too.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Go, go, go.
So we last joined our heroes. Once this clip is played.
Just leave that one in the air.
Let me put Flippy on. I don't think I have Flippy on.
It's not been that
Can I do that?
No, I think we need.
I don't have Flippy on here. Well, that's good to know. Can always add it later. At least the link is there. Right. So we last joined our heroes. They had arrived in Murkwatch, a city known as a struggling haven. I'm a bit on the quiet side. Am I really? God damn it! I hate when I hear this. Okay, good. I've
By the
been
way,
quiet all
we're
day.
still waiting on GM. But
I know.
Okay. Just...
Let me get to it. I'm not releasing you on the board just yet.
Patience.
So, we last joined our heroes. They had arrived in Murkwatch, and they have basically found it to not be the haven that they so thought. They have been recruited into what is known as the Greyhawk Militia, which is essentially a mercenary band that is paid under the coin of Lady Greyhawk. Our heroes are the last two
Sounds
heroes that we did not have introduced last time were the two that we are currently looking at right now. Now, let me just invite you guys to this board. And turn down this thing, too. Summon players to this board. There we go. And then I think I can close this. Can I close this? Yeah, close that. And then do
noises.
this. And then do... Wait a minute. I gotta cutscene mode so I can actually summon you over here. This one? There it is. Alright. I can do this. You guys should technically see that, right?
No, I don't see anything.
Yeah,
Nope.
I do.
Is it
I
loading?
got it.
Is it loading?
I don't.
I mean, I'm in exploration mode.
I
Same.
don't know.
So you don't see what I'm looking at right now.
Nope.
Nope.
This okay, this cutscene mode thing is really trash.
Okay, now I'm in cutscene mode.
There we go.
Yeah, same.
We're in
In
the right
cutscene mode.
spot, but there's no people.
There's no minis
There's-
there.
yeah,
There is no
mini.
minis.
Not for
Mm-mm.
us.
Not loading yet. Well, this is good.
You know, Manic, for our purposes, it's okay. Just right.
List of players. on
Unless
the
you
left.
have to. Do you have to assign them
Well,
the
give me a second.
minis?
Player permission. Nude.
Oh, now I
that's
see
fun.
them.
Do I have to?
There we are.
There they are. They dropped.
Okay. Do I have to give
Thank you.
player permission again? Why is that?
That I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be annoying. Ruby, you've got yours. You can move your character.
Do I? Oh, right.
I mean, testing that
Okay.
would be nice. Marcy.
Well, I can't move the screen, so.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, we're in cutscene mode, so we can't do much.
Player permission. We got Bean. Then we got Panda, who I can't give Panda yet, so. Well, Tailspire for
Hey, boy.
shenanigans. It's good. Rename, make unique, player permissions, and Panda. There we go. Right, you should all have your character now. Right. Okay, you guys are stuck in cutscene mode, so you should see the two characters in front of you currently. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
We do now.
it is evening. Yeah. It is. It's getting to dusk. The evening is setting in. We cut to our two unknown heroes that have just finished dropping off the last couple of barrels, the last couple of crates. Clearly exhausted, very tired after a month-long journey on this boat to Murkwatch. In front of us, we see Tabaxi. Would you like to describe your character, nerd?
Yes. I'll be playing Wayne Fist. He is a monk and a aspiring brewmaster. So I am here to search out new ingredients.
A very simplistic
Yeah,
motive
that's it.
for
Interesting.
a monk. But maybe he'll find the newest Guinness. Who knows? What's a good beer that people like?
I don't drink beer.
Yeah, okay. Panda?
I don't either.
Bitter Springs Oktoberfest.
Okay.
Lager.
All right. And on the other side is plucky young gnome. Noon, would you like to describe your character?
My character's name is Rava. She's a gnome fighter. She's very well equipped with her armor and her very menacing looking axe and shield. And she is tired from the boat trip, but she's raring to go and ready for anything. You can tell that she's got like a spark in her eye for adventure. And she came here to seek adventure, and she's really looking forward to meeting some giants because being a gnome, she's like super jealous of them and she thinks they're so cool. And they have like rune magic that she wants to learn more about. And that's Rava.
On dragging your feet across this almost rotten dock, you find yourself heading towards the main gate with a familiar line of all these. You can move these guys forward once I come here, right? So you can move you guys forward up to the gate where everybody was last time. You've basically been joined the queue of the line of all these mercenaries that have been noted and then added to the list of citizens of Murkwatch. So over here, guys, over the side. You should be able to move yourselves now, right? So you can go.
Moving?
I'll turn it down as well. Thank you. Shouldn't be that
That
loud,
would
but
be
reset.
Rava and Waynefists.
Yes, sorry. Yes. Rava and Wainfists have moved up to the gate, and they see yet again the line of people coming through. Still, even now, as the sun starts to set, you finally get to the end of the queue where Wainfists and Rava have come into contact with the familiar Harkin that we met last week, who is he's slumped in his chair. He's tired. He's got a drink on the table, and he's looking forward, going, right, you the last slot then?
I think so.
Yes.
Right. Name? And at this point, you can just see the
Rava Osmic.
exhaustion in him. Rasma Osmic, right. And he has your badge, and he takes the familiar tier / gray hawk emblem, and he slides it across the table. It's almost comical because there's like a big crate of them. Like besides it, like it's like a collectible like bag you would get from thingy. Yeah. Beard guy, exactly, beard guy. So he hands one to you, Rava, and then he does the same thing for Wayne Fitz. Wayne, what's your name?
Oh, yes. My name is Wayne Fist, and I kind of wave my hand above the table because I can't see over it.
Right. Okay. You are signing up for the mercenaries, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, takes all kinds, I guess, and then he just writes the name down. Wayne Fists. And then he slides it. He slides a badge over the table. Yet again, I'll say it. I'll explain it one more time. It's basically a clasp. Like you can use it as a cloak clasp. It's Fist of Tyr on half of the side, and on the other side is the Grey Hawk banner, basically the coat of arms, which is just a gray. It's basically a Grey Hawk wing. Right, move along. Go and enjoy your evening before you start work tomorrow.
Friend, I has a question for you.
Right.
Why are the frogs so loud here?
It's a swamp, mate.
Okay. And who cut your hair? It is fabulous.
Right. I haven't cut my hair in a long time. I've been here for almost a year.
Your hair grows very slowly.
We don't
I
have.
just kind of turn and walk away.
That one's gonna be trouble. Right. I need to talk to Kira, and he stands up and he basically heads off, and the guards follow after him. They start locking up and pulling down what essentially like the town starts going into like night mode. You see what looks like the city guard walking around, and they start lighting up the lanterns around town, trying to create some sort of nightlife, which is in this musky, heated swamp is very, very difficult. You can almost see like there's moisture on these lanterns that just keeps collecting and collecting, and it just seems like the whole upkeep of this place is just, after a year of maintenance, it's just gotten pretty bad. You can move Rava and Wayne Fists to the inn, I guess, and we'll move there, which is over here, guys. You can also shift click. You can shift click.
Wow!
Okay.
Yep, left shift click will teleport.
Shift click will
My
teleport.
WASD doesn't work anymore.
Well, that's not good.
It only moves the camera, but not my mini.
Do you have the mini
It's the
selected?
arrow keys.
Oh yeah, that'll be it.
Oh.
Yeah, arrow keys.
All
right.
It's been a while.
I know you're a builder
Dude,
now.
look at that.
I'm a builder now. I don't do this lowly player stuff.
Cutting to as this plucky gnome and small tabaxi scurry their way up to the tavern, or not the tavern, to the assembly. This is the Greyhawk Assembly, which is the guild house, basically. It's a makeshift tavern as well. It's where most of the population come during the night. It's the biggest population in town, and as you can imagine, not a lot of people like hanging around outside at night. So, for safety reasons, it suits a lot of people. It is also probably one of the more defended places. You can see, like, out of the corner of your eyes, you can see there's soldiers or there's some watchmen. Yet again, you see, like, from the boat, you saw it too, but you see, like, the big plumes of fire over in the swamps, which you don't necessarily know what's going on, but you do have a vague idea that it did have something to do with the dragonfire barrels that you were helping pull off of the ship earlier. And as we do that, as you guys are making your way into the tavern, we cut to. I don't have one for Panda actually, but we'll do it. We'll do it this way. We're gonna cut to somebody who's currently sleeping in a broom closet because there are no rooms big enough for the poor man.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Bless him.
So let's cut to here.
Yeah.
So, Panda, would you like to describe your character?
Very blurry on my screen. Okay.
Is it blurry? You might have depth
Yeah.
perception on. You might have. Which you might
I
need
don't
to turn
know.
off. Doesn't matter. Just leave it. Okay, Panda.
So, yeah, character.
Field to
So,
death. Death field.
giant bear. What did we agree on? He's like 8 feet tall, I think. I forget if I put it in my notes. Shit. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Just he's very
Yeah,
tall.
he's like
He doesn't fit in other places.
Tall,
So yeah.
basically. Yeah. Looks like a panda. I don't know if I want to reveal too much information about him.
Keep it vague. Keep it vague. It's
Yeah.
It's what do the players see? What do the players see?
He's wearing chainmail. Got a giant kind of bow staff going on. But yeah, he's passed out in the broom closet. Fucking giant ass guard, basically, or like he's part of the watch, essentially.
Yeah, he's a long time. He's been here for at least 2 months.
Probably got a couple beers around him. Empty beer canisters.
Upon hearing a ruckus from downstairs, Pandad, one of his eyes opens up. You shake yourself free. You get a shiver down your spine as if someone's directly kind of like, insinuating that you're being a terrible guard, even though it is technically not your duty right now. You've had a long rest, essentially, but you wake up and you feel like you need to go downstairs and see what the ruckus is about. Also, that's where the bar is, and you could use another drink. So what do you do, Panda?
Well, Pandad's gonna get up and go see what's going on. I can't really move or anything. We're in the cutscene.
Okay, let me just move that out of there. There we go. It's just so I can give people a view of what the character is, and I'm trying to use these things a bit more. All right, so we'll take you. You can just move yourself downstairs. So if you just shift click it, I guess. Shift click your character.
I know. Fine, Melissa.
And we'll cut to the assembly hall, which is as Bean, Ruby, and Shay push themselves into the tavern. You feel not a relieving heat. Yeah, not a relieving heat, but you definitely feel like it's not as humid as it is inside here. It's almost like it has some sort of air conditioning. But that could just be that it's so humid outside that you can't find your you find yourself gasping for air less in this place. There you go. You can open that. You can come in. We have our players
Man,
here.
I can't get my character inside.
I can do it. I can do it. I'll move it. I'll move it. Let me just do this for you. Oh wow, you managed to shoot yourself outside.
It only let me go to the roof.
Oh, there's a downstairs. There's a downstairs.
Yeah,
Hello,
no, but it wouldn't let
Ghosty.
me go down. It only let me go up.
Okay. Here you go. I'll move you here. Can I? Let me just look at this real quick. I don't think I can move you here. So I guess you just double click your character
Oh, for God's
on
sake.
the portrait. Hi, Snow. And also, hello, people who are new. Nice to see you. I'm DMing right now. Sorry, I'm not trying to ignore you. If you have any questions, ask them. My mods will be nice, unless they're not playing. Eric, thank you for the raid. Okay, no shoutouts though. Unfortunately, I'll do a shoutout at the end. But
No shoutouts.
yeah, no shoutouts because we're DMing. But go follow Eric if you can. Right. Okay. So you guys come into this room.
Snow.
I'll wait for the music to stop. It's okay, Snow. It's all right. It's fine. Technically, I don't have Clippy on this page, so I can't shut it up.
I wish you could play the music in your Discord.
I can sort of.
All right.
Can you right-click on that bard? There should be a link attachment to him.
On the bard? Where's up there. I just have attacks.
Okay, that's fair. You might not be able to see it then. Anyway, I've changed the music, so you should be able to hear it. All right. So you guys have entered the Greyhawk Assembly, which seems to be bustling with life. Plenty of cheering, drinking. You can see the bard on stage playing around with his lute, doing his usual thankless job of trying to keep these people entertained and happy. You can see in front of you there is a woman standing on the bar, almost with a beer in hand, shaking it back and forth. Let me see if I can do the cutscene thing again. I'm gonna have to do this more often because unfortunately when you attach it to a block it sucks so much poop. I hate doing that, but we'll just do this, I guess. And we'll do this. There we go. So, you cut to, you see this woman up here, right? And she's basically screaming out just as you open the door and you make your way in. You shake yourselves off of all the of all the sweat that's collected on your equipment. You know, your leather belts and your hats, your cloaks, all this. You feel uncomfortable. You feel like this is a very nice, comfortable place where you can actually maybe like reset to 0 and finally get some rest, get a good drink, and start your morning tomorrow. And as you open and come in, you see this woman on the table, and she says, Yes, calm down, Zen. We've had a hard week, what with the thefts and supplies of some of our very own turning coat. But I say this, with the very fact that the swamp could come at us in our sleep, we need to stay vigilant. And with what happened today, I'll have to take strict action. We are not animals, and turning on each other will lead to ruin. We have the culprit sitting in a cell awaiting judgment, so tomorrow, once the verdict's called upon, we'll have to enact justice in Tyr's name. We've had enough with these bloody scabbards, so enjoy your drinks, get some rest, and perhaps toast to Tyr's for our brothers and sisters who are on the night watch. And she gets off of the table. Get me out of these drab clothes. Jesus Christ, no. Sorry, not Jesus. I meant Tyr. And then she wanders off. And she wanders off. And she wanders off out of the assembly. You are free to explore while you notice that like a couple of her entourage start following her around as well. Oh. Let me just quickly move these. All right, so you are free to do whatever you guys want at the moment. While I move some people over here. Also, hello, Doge Girl. Nice to see you. Right, Panda. Yeah.
Was that the ruckus that I heard?
That's the
Coming
that's the
downstairs?
ruckus you heard coming downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, are these all beers just technically
Uh,
up for grabs?
They're
'Cause
they're,
Granddad
they're
would probably.
yeah, Pandad, you have a relationship with the barman. You've been on. Emilio is like probably your only friend.
Got it.
Yeah.
Because he would have probably picked up one of the beers and probably raised a cheers to the watch,
Yeah, okay.
essentially.
Emilio
Entering
just
down
sees you
the
coming
bar.
down the stairs, and he just puts one down in front of you as you open the door and come out. I see you woke up, Pandad.
Aye, good sleep.
Uh,
Ready for the beers.
a rough one tonight. A rough one. We got new folks coming in. All right, what can I get yous? And he puts his hand up, basically like pointing out to all the newcomers coming in, etc. Right, anybody else want to do something?
Shay's gonna walk her way over to the goddamn the fucking roof. She's gonna make her way over to the bar, and she's gonna order herself a nice cheap ale.
Cheap ale.
Not the wrong place.
Just something a little bitter, something a little spicy.
Hmm. Sounds like you want some swamp gas. he reaches under the table basically, and pulls out like not the friendliest looking barrel, but it's clearly soaked, right? Like it's like you can tell it's been soaked outside for a while. And he pours it in, and it smells like quite perfumey, and then he pours it out. It's the cheapest we've got, but it has a kick.
That's all I'm hoping for here.
Swamp gas. You'll enjoy it. You'll learn to love it here.
Panicking in the moment, I'm outside again.
Oh, for the love of God.
Once Shay gets her drink, she is going to thank the bartender and pay him. I'm not sure how much it costs.
How did you get outside? Oh my lord, you're here. All right. Okay, Panda. You know the green
It's
bar?
only letting me go up.
Do you know the green bar? Do you know the green bar?
Yeah.
On the right. You can pull that down. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
But
Maybe your
whenever I
finger's
pick up
too
my
big.
character, it only lets me go up.
Okay. That's weird.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not sure what's going on there.
Is your like control? What's the control key, alt key stuck? That's the thing that makes you up and down.
Right. Okay. We'll put you there. We'll put you there. Just don't.
It's not gonna move.
Don't move. Just don't move. All right. Okay. Next. So you'll get used to it. This is an inside building. It has a roof on it. From now on, I'm not really going to build things with roofs because it gets really frustrating for players. So we should be all right. All right. Who's next?
I'll order something from the bar.
Okay.
Well, that's initiative.
No, it's me just
I can't
checking
move
things.
anymore.
Sorry. There you go. Okay. So Rava approaches the bar. Emilio is sitting there. Doesn't see you.
Yeah, the roof thing is a problem for everyone. Be careful which direction you take to get out of there.
Emilio?
Emilio? Hello there, lass.
Yes, what's on the menu, good sir?
Swamp gas?
How much is that?
That's, 2 bronze.
I think I can cover that. She tosses the coins.
Okay. Thank you very much. Ding. Here's some. Takes it. It's actually like the set. You'll notice that the same thing that Panda got and the same thing that Shay got. It's in the exact same mug. It's not even it's not even gnome portion. It's just the same mug. It's like they have a lot of swamp
Right.
gas.
Lovely.
Think of it as
And,
the Murkwatch's version of ginger beer, right?
Excellent.
But with alcohol in it. So.
Cool. And I'd like to ask, who is that woman shouting earlier?
That woman. Oh, you're new here. That's
Yes,
Lady
just got off
Greyhawk.
the boat.
That was Lady Greyhawk.
Oh,
Aye.
yes.
That's our
I've heard of her.
our lovely how do you say it? Entrepreneur, I guess. It's why basically all of us are here.
I think that's why I'm here, too.
Yeah, well, welcome, lass, welcome. Oh, what can
And what was that commotion she was talking about?
a commotion? Oh, we've had a lot of interesting things going on here, especially in the last week. Bloody Scabbards. They're a nightmare. Unfortunately, when you have so many people that are working, trying to put out, plants and overgrowth, you don't have a lot of time to pay attention to, the actual law keeping of this place. So it's beginning to be a bit of a problem. So luckily we've got you to maybe rely on a little bit here. But aye, I'd watch your hands if I were you. Especially around here, we don't see them as much, but the bloody Scabbards, aye. You might end up being robbed if you're going outside at night. A couple of
Scabbards?
robberies is... Yeah, bloody Scabbards, aye.
How do you spell that?
Scabbards. Let me just see.
Uh-huh.
S-K, not K, C. Sorry, I'm horribly illiterate. S-K-A-B-B-A-R-D-S? Aye.
And what's that?
Scabbard. It's what you put your dagger in.
Those are walking around terrorizing people?
It's the name of a... It's the name of, that they gave themselves last... Have you had one of those already? He just looks over. It's like...
I'm new here. I'm trying
Right.
to figure things out.
It's a bandit camp, basically. They've been a bit of a problem lately.
Okay.
They're called the bloody
I
Scabbards.
see.
Aye.
Now I have the information.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay, alright. He was gonna try and take that beer away from you and give you a smaller cup, but it's too late. You've already walked her off.
She scampered off, trying not to spill.
Who's next? Who else wants to do something?
I want to kind of just move around
Okay.
through the tables and just see what everybody's drinking.
Okay.
Well,
Can we get an
well,
investigation check?
They call 8.
You don't notice much. People seem to be drinking the same thing. They call it swamp gas or swamp water. Like they're used like there is no like flavor. Well, not flavor. Like flavor in name wise, it's kind of just the good old dregs of what they've managed to use, which is bog water for like their ale, which you can imagine is, purified, but also it's still at the end of the day you're using bog water rather than clean water. So there's nothing really that fancy here. You can't tell any difference from the from your 8.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to investigate while you're at it? While you're
Nope, that was it.
snooping around? Who we got left? We got Bean and we got Ruby. Ruby, you want to do?
Yes. I want your finest ale, whatever you have.
Swamp. There you go. Doesn't even like question it. Just gives you exactly what he's been giving everybody else. It's almost like it might be the only thing he's got, even though you do realize that there are some bottles behind him, which haven't been opened. And there might be for a particular reason, which you might have some interest in, nerd, at some point. But since you rolled an 8, you don't notice them. All right. What about you, Penenef?
Penenef, trying to sound a little bit older than perhaps he is. Penenef is,
Because I know what's going to
Penenef is
happen.
walking up. The first thing he's getting. What's the bartender's name again?
You can press tab if you want to check.
Oh, Emilio.
Emilio, yeah.
Emilio.
You've seen like him talk with a couple of people, and people literally raise their hand, going Emilio, and so you can. I will allow you to press tab to know this guy's name. Right?
Okay. All right. Penenef's gonna start with, he's gonna try to do a little deeper voice. Emilio, what's this? The Lady Greyhawk talked about an elf that was killed. Who was the elf? What do you know who they were?
The elf. I don't really know much about that. I know someone was murdered, which is strange. It's not my. I don't really. I just know rumors at that point, I'm not particularly friendly with the guards. They get a bit angry with me because, you know, I give all these people alcohol and it calms them down. So we have a bit of a, you know, frictional relationship. So, you're very small. I don't know, weird looking gnome. Ah,
Yeah, I'll have an ale as well. As my
right. Aye, well, I mean, I
drink.
could do that for you, but I mean, you could always ask the guards. They have an investigation going. I know that poor bastard's going to be probably hung tomorrow. And he throws the mug on the table for you, which is
Peneneth grabs this mug like he's just won a prize. And he's gonna carefully walk away with his mug.
Even though there's a big ass orc behind you going.
you didn't stop it though.
It's just still running away. I don't think so.
Bandad?
Would have Pendad
No.
heard the mention of the murder?
You were aware.
Um,
You were aware of the murder. Like it's one of your
Yeah.
duties.
But what
yeah.
I heard Peneneth talking about it, I'm just kind of like hunched over here at the bar. That's what I figured out about my
Yeah, no.
character.
If you're hunched over the bar, this is what you do every day. So this is your information gathering spot for the evening.
Yeah.
I will say that
Um,
you heard Peneneth, mumbling and asking some questions that might pique
Okay.
your interest.
Gotcha. Cool. Pendad's keeping an eye on him for a moment.
Okay.
Peneneth is gonna take a sip of the beer and like start coughing.
You know,
Yeah, it serves you
can
right.
I get a constitution check? I need everyone who's drinking this stuff. I need to take a constitution check.
I just.
Oh no.
Panda, you don't need to take it.
Why?
You've been drinking it for a month.
Oh shit. Let's see. 11. What's my modifier?
I'm seasoned in it now.
Yeah, you're seasoned in it.
A
Con-
save?
Yeah,
Connie.
it's just a
Oh,
just a
I
con
got
roll, just a con skill check.
11 plus 3. I
Okay.
got 14. I just took a sip.
Anybody who got lower than 10 doesn't
My
like.
dice hit.
Wait,
My dice slammed into the
Do I
corner of the
need a
wall. It stopped
Constitution
rolling.
plus 4.
If you got lower than 10, you do not like the taste of it. It is.
God damn it.
It is. It tastes nothing. It doesn't taste like root beer. It doesn't taste like beer. It tastes like you've drunk dirty
Well,
water.
I got 12 because I've got plus 4.
If you roll higher than 10, you have an actual a curiosity. Let's not say an addiction to it, but it's definitely not unpleasant. Yeah, it's almost like Marmite or whatever the equivalent is that you guys have.
Interesting.
Marmite?
It's like
Oh,
beef,
that's
it's like
that,
yeast
that weird
extract.
Australian meat
Yeah, Vegemite or whatever it's called.
spread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like that. It's almost like bitter and like. It is refreshing though, unless you rolled under a 10, in which case it's not refreshing.
Well, I got plus 4 with my.
I gotta start
yeah.
rolling outside because I rolled and my die hit the wall and
Yep.
the way it rolled, it just stopped. So I got a 4.
Aw.
Well, you don't like it.
You don't like it.
No, Shay does not
You don't
enjoy
like
the
it.
flavor. Well, as peculiar as it is, she is not a fan thus far.
All right, so you
Well,
guys
by the
find
look
your
of character, it kind of looks like she wouldn't be a fan, to be honest.
you find yourselves moving into the area, into the main hallway. Some stranger faces, some interesting faces, some very weird faces. You have you have the evening. You have the evening to yourselves before you know tomorrow morning where you will be assigned. Well, not even assigned, but you will be tasked with one of the many jobs that you can take to clean up this town. So, what is what are your evening plans, guys? What are you doing? We can go from Ruby to Wayne Fists, I guess. We'll just use that order for now. So Ruby, what are you doing? Are you Also, if you guys want to do a group activity, you can also decide if you want to do that too. If you just want to like hang out with your own people, have a discussion, because you are forming. You're essentially going to be a part of the same mercenary group. You're going to be hanging out with each other. You're going to be working together, so you might as well get to know each other.
I guess I'll go sit with the group.
Is there anything you want to do? You just listening to music, having drinks, relaxing?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
You are probably spending most of the time drifting off, thinking about your the dreams that you've been having on the boat.
Yeah.
The messages that you've been you've been receiving, trying to read them over, play them out in your head, trying to decipher them, that kind of thing. Okay. Shay, what is Shay doing?
Overhearing the recent murder and the Lady Greyhawk standing on the table giving her little enheartened speech. Shay is actually rather curious about the man that they have locked up in the cage over outside. And knowing that I'm pretty sure it's common knowledge he's going to be hung tomorrow, right?
You get the general vibe, and considering what Lady Greyhawk said, justice will be enacted by tomorrow. So yes.
Yeah. Okay. Contemplating. Actually, I'm just gonna go for it. Shay's actually gonna go and see if she can talk with the guy out of curiosity, kind of like ask him a few questions.
Okay. Do you want to
Maybe just like grill him as to why you murked somebody?
Okay. So you finish your drink. You go outside.
Yeah, Shay's gonna finish her swamp gas despite the disdain.
Oh, despite this stuff. Oh, so you're gonna finish it. Waste not, want not.
She will finish exactly. Waste not, want not. She will finish the drink despite its less than favorable appeal.
I will open up.
Well, I'm there drinking it like silly.
I will open up the
Like
option,
no.
I guess, if people want to roll a perception, like everyone else besides Shade, roll a perception check to see that she's gonna get up and leave. I'm just gonna give you opportunity for more people to go with you or not. That's all. So if you're interested, if you're interested in your own stuff, don't bother rolling. But
shit, I got a 2. I even rolled outside. Perception.
It's always a
gives
D20, Gemma.
me
Oh, hold on.
Perception.
It's always a D20.
Right. Yeah.
Wisdom.
Okay,
Plus
so
4.
19.
I got a 6.
Okay.
Perception plus 3.
But I'm standing at the door. I'm
Yeah,
gonna see her
you were
walk out.
you were coughing your lungs out from inhaling that ginger beer.
I got a 12.
Okay. Nerd, Panda, you see Shay get up.
Too.
You see Shay get up.
I got 12 too.
Gemma also sees Shay get up. So Shay's gonna go outside.
Oops. Ignore
going
that.
to
Yeah. Once Shay stands, she's gonna excuse herself from the table.
Yep.
I'll be back in a while, gang. I'm going speak with someone outside.
All right.
Enjoy
company?
drinks.
You
You're more than welcome to accompany me if you deem it worthy.
you make
Look at
yourself
that. All right, have fun.
scarce.
I will join you, I
Mhm.
guess.
All right. Okay. All right. Just wait outside then, and we're gonna move on to the next people. All right. I'll get to you guys in a minute.
I finished my beer and go outside.
Pandad,
There you
what
go.
are you doing?
I was just making sure.
Okay.
I noticed it. I'm not following yet. I have something I'm pursuing.
Okay, yeah, it's your turn now. Or if you're in the bar,
Oh,
what
gotcha.
are you doing?
Sorry, removing that. I'm going over to Penana since I
Penana.
heard them talking about the murder yesterday.
Okay, so you approach Penenef, standing over this
Towering.
almost, it's towering over with the 8 to 7 foot or whatever the hell you are, looking over this small green-like creature that is still hanging onto this big tankard in their hands, despite struggling to keep it down.
Walk up and just be like, "Hi, I'm Argo Pandad Biaga. But you could just call me Pandad. I heard you were talking about the murder over there. Did you have any more information about that murder? I know that there was also 6 bales that have gone missing that night, and I'm kind of curious to see if you've got more information on it. I've been trying to pry information off some people, but no avail at this point.
Oh, very so big. No, sir. Oh, we just saw the guy that they put in the cell outside the door, out there. You want my
Okay,
beer?
kiddo. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Here,
You're fine.
want my beer?
Yeah, that one's yours. They're great.
It's,
It does taste a little funny, but
it's spicy in my nose.
yeah, you'll get used to it. It's not the best beer, you know, but it's what we got to work with. It'll be fine.
Are you a guard? The
The
man at the bar said I should talk to the guards to find out more about the elf.
You'll notice, Peneneth, you notice that Pandad also has a brooch on his shoulder. It's a little slightly it's more faded. It's been in this swamp for, longer.
Oh.
But he's definitely a mercenary like you. He's just been here longer.
Okay. Okay, so go ahead.
I'm one of the mercenaries. Been here for a long while, watching people come and go. But yeah, there's been this murder that happened. It's quite strange.
Dennis is gonna reach into his little pouch because he's not affixed that badge yet because he has no idea what to do with it. Just put it in his pouch and he's like, "Look, I got one too. I think I'm a mercenary too."
Fellow mercenary, cheers! And shows and hits the cup against yours, and it's probably a little bit more force than used.
And then Panana's gonna look and see Pandad's drinking. He's like, oh. So he's gonna shakingly take a drink and
You'll get used to it. The stuff tastes like swill at first, but then it's great. One day it hits you, it's great.
So where do you think we can find a guard that might know about who the elf was?
So you're saying they brought in the murderer?
Yeah, he's in the they put him in the jail cells on the way
It's
in.
not,
That is news
it's not
to
your
you.
friends.
That is news to you, Panda. You didn't know that they caught someone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's surprising. Do you think that's where your friends are going? Or?
He didn't look in a good. My friends? Did they? Oh my God, they left! And then Kenneth looks around and he realizes that while he was coughing, that half of the party has left, and he's doesn't like all these strangers all around him and all these different kinds of people, and so he's stricken with a little panic.
You know where they kept this guard?
Well, when we checked in at the gate and got this shiny badge, he holds it up really high because Pandad's so big and he's so little, so he's holding it way, way, way over his head. When we got this badge and the 2 gold, I got 2 gold. We walked down the path to here, so it's between here and that gate, and there was a big jail cell, and that's where they put the man. He didn't look so good.
You know where the jail cell is, though. You're familiar with the overall town. You've been here for 2 months.
Let's go.
Yeah. I'd like to, let's see what this, person they captured is.
Okay. So you guys head out towards the jail cell. All right. We'll cut to you guys finishing it up in a bit. Rava.
And I think Peneneth is gonna set his beer down on the floor before he leaves.
Okay.
Pandad finishes his. Just
Of course he does.
Cutting to Rava, who is sitting there with her swamp gas.
Yes. So I approach this table of these fine gentlemen. Do I notice that they have the badges on them?
You'll notice that none of these guys have the badges on them.
Oh.
And as you sit down beside them, the one in the middle gives you a quizzical look, and you'll notice that all 3 of them are playing cards.
Oh, they're playing cards.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of interrupting their game, huh?
Can I do anything for you?
Well, I was just new to town and wondered what kind of action you guys see out here. Are you part of the militia?
No, we're primarily warehouse staff. You know.
Uh-huh.
We do a lot
Okay.
of we do a lot of lifting. Name's Dodie, by the way. Puts his hand out. You can see that he's got like almost roll a perception check.
Okay. Perception is here.
Your two
7.
your brash nature and makes you overlook a couple things where he puts his hand out to you, and he basically
Okay.
he's waiting for you to take his hand almost,
I take his hand.
and he gives it a firm shake. Well, you want to play some cards with us?
Sure, that'd be fun.
Yeah, lovely. I can maybe get you out of that 2 gold you just made. And he puts his hand up, looks at the bar. Emilio, come on! Another round for everyone.
Huzzah!
Slams the table, and you'll notice that they've been drinking for a while, probably since midday. Which is,
Oh gosh.
considering you just finished, like, putting away boxes, like, say, 20 minutes ago, you wonder what, for a warehouse, for people who've been working in the warehouse area, that's a little early to finish.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything else you want to do, or you just want to continue your drinking and playing of cards here?
I want to ask, what do you guys think of the militia? Do they get a lot of action around here? You think?
Militia? Yeah, they did. I mean, ever since like last month when half of them turned coat, that's been a bit of we've had a bit of problems with law, aye. But that's not none of my business. I don't really, all I'm paid to do is watch a warehouse and tell my boys here, and he slaps both of them on the shoulder, to lift crates, move them to a ship, move them back. I mean, otherwise, if I get paid, I still see the problem. And he's just, he's clearly just indulging in his drink.
Turned coat, you say? What led that to happening, you think?
If you live here long enough and you're not being paid, and, well, in all honesty, the stress of this place. I mean, some people have been here for a while. So I don't blame them, especially if you're getting 2 gold, and even at that case, all you've got is swamp gas to drink, and barely a bed upstairs. And you have to remember that some people aren't even taking the gold for themselves. They're sending money home. It's probably easier to just turn to fifth. I've never had that problem, though. When he's just, it's just tapping his fat
Oh no,
belly.
of course not. Okay. That's all.
All right, you want to
Thank you.
continue talking to them or playing cards with them, or are you just going to walk away, saunter off?
I'll play cards.
Can I need you to roll 3d6.
Sorry, what? 3d6?
3d6, yeah.
13.
Neat. You managed to swindle him out of 3 gold.
Nice.
Yeah.
What a swindler.
That's a. Aye. First. Aye. Beginner's luck, eh? Aye. He's clearly very unhappy that he's lost somebody to you.
Here, let me buy a round for the
He's
game
already
here.
spent
On me.
just as that happens, the round that he ordered before just comes down behind you, and you've got one right in front of you.
Oh.
And everyone else is now has a drink put in front of them too. The staff quickly replacing all the empty mugs. Panda, you get a shiver down your spine upon hearing that, just as you left, unfortunately.
Free drinks.
Yeah. Oh, free. Go. All right.
Missing out.
Cutting to Mr. Wayne Fists.
Seeing that everybody just got up and left,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my way to the bar area.
Okay.
Let's see how tall I am. Oh, so I can barely see him. Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes. Good day, or good evening. I
Yeah,
kind of like look around. Yes, it has been a very long day. Where can I get a room for the night?
You are one of the new hires? Yeah.
Yes, and I kind of like lift up my robe a little bit over the counter so you can see the badge.
Upstairs, you'll notice that there are beds, there's staff up there. They'll lead you to the new, to the recently vacated rooms. There should be enough for most of you, I think. He says, looking over the group and noticing that there's, considering there were like 30 people who got off the boat, mixed in with the party, there is enough space. Yeah. So he goes, just head upstairs.
Why are the beds vacated?
Well, mostly because some of the city's guard and some of the other mercenaries decided to, turn coat, basically. I want to say we've had a bit of issue lately, especially when it comes to law and order around here. A lot of people not quite understanding the rules.
Ah, okay. Do I need to pay anything for this room?
Lodging is free while in the assembly hall.
Oh, thank goodness. Well, and what is your name?
I'm Emilio. Nice to meet you. What's yours?
It is Wayne Fists. Nice to meet you, good
Fists.
sir.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, all one word.
Wayne Fists. That's an interesting one. Huh.
Yeah. All right. I shall go to bed for the evening. Thank you.
Good evening, Master Wayne Fists. And he basically hands you off. And one of the maids basically sees you coming up the stairs and kind of like is, oh, this way, and she leads you upstairs to where the makeshift bedrooms are. It's not. Think of it as a bunk. You get a bunk and a chest. Yeah, and some of it is shared. So you will be sharing the room with 3 or 4 people.
Okay.
Yeah. But your chest is yours. So, and they have notes on it. So you will be able to store things there without it being, stolen. Unless of course, complications happen. But we'll hope that doesn't happen. Is there anything else you want to do while you're in your bedroom?
Nope, that's kind of it, because I'm going to go cook dinner.
Okay. Cutting to Shay. As Shay and Ruby end up walking down the road and heading towards the thing, you'll notice that Peneneth and a large panda creature just comes out of the door behind you. Peneneth, and you see Ruby and Shay walking off towards the essentially the same direction that you're going. What you guys
Sorry,
gonna
I
do?
had a phone call while I was muted. Please repeat some of that.
Basically, you just noticed that Peneneth comes scrambling out with a large panda creature behind her, going, "Ooh!" and doing Peneneth things. So,
Pandad kind of stumbles as he walks out too. He's looks
Peneneth-
very clumsy.
What's wrong, Peneneth?
Big Bear. Big Bear. What? No, we're Elf. He's
Elf? What? I mean, yeah, he's a pretty big bear guy, but I mean, he hasn't mauled you yet. If he wanted to eat you, he would have. Come on, that's fine.
he likes beer.
You like the swamp gas, the marsh gas, whatever it's called?
swamp gas.
Yeah, swamp gas. Yeah, that's great.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
sorry.
quite stomach it myself. The first time drinking it, but it's an acquired taste. I can.
I don't know. I kind of liked it.
Ah,
No, of course you did. I saw what you were
A
eating
few
on the
months.
boat.
Maybe a few months, you'll get used to it. No worries. You guys are looking for the murderer. There's a murderer that was a cop. I hear.
Whenever we were doing our paperwork earlier this evening, we saw 2 guards hauled into a cell.
Ah, I'd be interested to also talk to him. This is interesting.
So
Also, sorry,
Yep.
I am a Pandad. Argo Pandad Vio Miyaga, but you can call me Pandad.
It's a pleasure to meet
y'all
you,
are
Marco.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Y'all are mercenaries as well.
Yes, we've just enlisted today. You can call me Shay.
Well, welcome on in, Shay. Welcome
My
on in, the
name's
rest of you.
Ruby.
Ruby.
And
And the
you've
little one.
already met the acquaintance of Penenneth.
Penenneth. I didn't get the name yet, but welcome on in, all of y'all.
you guys and have a nice little sauntering conversation while you're making your way to the prison area. Just drag you all over.
Oh,
Bleh.
Nita. Oh, oh, somebody's stuck on a
Yeah,
wall.
someone's got stuck. That's because somebody was moving. It's okay. It's
That was me. I'm sorry.
No, I think that was actually me.
What was that? Here. Boink.
Wait, where
Let me
am
just-
I?
It's
I'm on a
alright.
table now.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah,
oh my
over
lord.
here.
Banded.
Handed.
There you are. You're trapped somewhere. My lord. How did
Yeah,
this
there's
happen?
the cell.
Where am I? Yeah.
I don't know. Well, let me just do this real quick. I'll get a unique creature and summon you. Banded. All right, so I don't have the figures, but you guys see the two guards in front of you. What are you going to do? Who's taking authority here?
Shay is going to walk up to one of the guards, very calm, collectively, and excuse me, good evening. We were wondering if we could speak to the man that you've arrested earlier today.
Oh, I know you.
No, but we've recently enlisted with the militia.
What do you want to do? Talk to Kuno over there.
If Kuno's the prisoner's name, then yes.
Kuno. No, it's
Oh,
Kuno.
God.
First of
Kuno.
all, I don't think you want to talk to Kuno. He's had a long day. Murdered an elf.
That's actually why we want to speak with him. Trying to figure out why he murdered said elf.
Who's
Because
elf? What elf?
He murdered an elf.
Name.
Well, he did it because he was caught.
I don't think that sets up a motive.
Listen, we saw him scrambling, right? It was, and basically he was caught, hands covered in blood. Right? We found the corpse, right? We've got an investigator checking the scene out. Once he gets back to us tomorrow morning, we will find out what exactly happened, right? If you want to go talk to the investigator, you go right ahead.
Could you provide us the name of the investigator then, please?
The investigator? Yeah, I look like I give a shit.
Please.
I assume you would, considering you're a town's guard.
I'm a city guard, mate. I get paid to get shot in the dark. You think I care about some wanker who works with the bloody Scabbards?
Scabbards?
Scabbards, aye. Bloody Scabbards.
Okay, what's a bloody scabbard? That's the first I've heard this term. You see, we arrived earlier today, actually.
Ah, right, newbies. Newbies.
That would be us.
Well, bloody Scabbards,
Yes,
mate.
Banana?
Bloody Scabbards, mate.
Oh.
Bandits.
Ah, the filth of any town.
You are very aware. You were aware of bloody Scabbards, Anda.
Hey, yeah, I was gonna say.
Can we get
Dad in the
a
back's like, I've been here for a while, actually.
perception check on Panda? Just no, actually, do a history check. Do a history check.
History check?
No, do whatever. No, do a check that you're strong with, with history or arcane or whatever. Like pick, not arcane, but history or nature or something like that. Something that for the surrounding area. Yeah, something like that. You can probably maybe use perception too if you want.
Well,
Because of,
Ruby and Penenneth would have overheard the conversation that Rava started with
no.
the bartender. We
No,
were
no,
all
no.
Plus
standing
zero,
right,
so it's
we
8.
were all standing right there.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, all right,
Yep.
yeah, no, yeah, okay, I'll let you have that. Yeah, I'll let you have that, guys. What did you roll? What was it? Just 8?
It's just 8. They're all plus 0 for all.
You
those.
were. You probably shouldn't have had that beer when waking up. So you heard the mention
Yeah.
of bloody Scabbards. You remember them, but you don't remember anything particulars at the moment, or you don't feel like bringing them up.
Got it. Yeah, I was just like, I missed that whole point.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just like thinking.
You're just looking at your bottle, going, "Oh, it's empty." Oh.
Oh wait, what? Huh?
What's going on? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Marcy. Continue. What's Shay going to continue to say?
I think Peneneth had actually said something to Shay. I didn't hear very well though.
Okay, sorry. Peneth?
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
So-
just well, at the mention of the bloody scabbards, Peneneth just excitedly tries to, like, behind her is just hopping and just saying, they're bad guys.
Yes.
Th-
That's what
thank
bandits
you,
usually
Peneneth.
are. Yeah. That's why he's murdered someone. We've put him in a cell. God. Right. Is this the best that they've managed to pull on the ship? He turns to his friend, and his friend just stares at it. You're like, I'm not getting involved in this conversation. I'm just going to be quiet and wait till that big panda leaves.
These guards like recognize Brandon. Like, do they know me? Because they've
Oh, yeah.
seen me.
They've
around.
seen you.
He kind of
It's
stands
like-
out, huh?
What is he doing?
Is that a bear?
Maybe he should go first. Then.
Listen, mate, don't show fear, right? They'll eat you alive. Anyway, I mean, you could head over. It's Investigator Saul. If you want to go over there, you can talk to him. He's probably asleep. He might even, I don't know, imagine him still being there. But yeah, he's on the south side of town. I'm not showing you. You can find it your bloody self.
You've been a great help.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Jog on.
Excuse me, sir. Is that where the murder was, the south side of town, or is that where Saul is?
That's where the investigation's taking place, which is where the murder was taking place. Yes.
And do you know who the elf was?
I don't bloody
know
know. All the elves look the same to me.
Peneneth, I don't think this man has any knowledge of anything besides where he stood.
Thank you so much, sir.
I'm here for another 2 hours, and then John's gonna be here. You can talk to John. He loves talking about bloody elves.
Oh, John's a great guy.
Oh.
Where's?
Oh, hey.
You know what? There's no point in even asking you. Shay's gonna go to the. Where's John? Do you happen to know John?
John's
Where he
asleep
would
right
be at?
now. He's
Or the name of the investigator? Anything useful?
Saul. He's on the south side.
Okay,
of town.
so Saul is the guy. I thought he was just being a smartass.
No,
Thank you.
His name's Saul. No, and if you follow the inn tavern, you can go to the right side of the assembly hall. Follow it round till you get to the stables, and yeah, it's around there. You should be able to see it from there. Would you please stop talking to me now?
Oh. Thanks. Tears blessing.
Yeah, tears blessing. Tears blessing. And he bows his head.
No, okay.
Fucking Ruby stepping up on people. Goddamn.
That was
Okay.
two half orcs and a fucking bear.
Granddad's just gonna give like a friendly wave as he walks away.
Same.
Alright.
See ya.
Okay. We will cut. You guys gonna try and make your way to the stables?
Yes.
Okay.
Shay is in
Is-
I have no idea where the stables are. Where are the?
The
I'll just
the
follow
very
you guys.
timid, nervous guard said it was behind the
right.
assembly to the right.
I can literally just tell you, like, you'll find it. I'll get you there. I'm just asking if that's where all you are going. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Cutting back to Rava. Rava. What is Rava doing? She's continuing her drinking escapades, or what?
She's laying her head on the table
Oh,
and having finished her drink.
okay. Just
I'm going
one.
to go to the bathroom while you're doing that. Be
Just
right back.
one.
Okay. So she has. Did you fail your
It was
constitution
a very
check?
big drink.
Did you fail the constitution check?
No, it was
Okay.
delicious.
Okay. Yeah. It's just too much.
So she drank all of it.
Okay.
It's a very large cup. Mug.
Can I get a perception
Stein?
check out of you? Yeah, it's a stein. It's basically a wooden stein, kind of. Not made of metal. They're makeshift. You can tell they're like hand
It's a
carved.
tankard.
Yeah, tankard. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Oh, big ol' 3.
Everything's a little woozy.
Yeah.
You can tell from Like, you look behind you and you notice that there's a bunny playing cards, and you think that
There is?
you've definitely had way too much to drink.
I want to go
I'll
pet
go
the
talk
bunny.
to that rabbit.
So you get up and you head over to the bunny. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So you find yourself walking up to
Over
this.
here.
Yeah, you find yourself walking up to this table where there's a bunny that's going, yeah, yeah, see, that's what I'm telling you. You can't quite get it, but if you beat me at cards,
I'm back.
I might actually, who knows? You might win, and if you win, then earn some money. That's what I'm saying. And then you'll notice that there's this really gloomy guy who's wearing a cloak, going, "What's the point? What's the point? This money's pointless." While there's a kobold sitting at
is
the end
just
of the
money.
table, and he's just chewing on a carrot to the point of annoyance. Oh, hello there,
Well-
sweetheart. What are you doing? Nice to see you. Want to challenge me at a game of cards? This is a rabbit that's talking to you, by the way.
Well, I've had pretty good luck tonight, and I'm not even sure if you're real, so let's give it a shot.
Now roll then 3d6.
Not sure you're real. What did I walk in on?
12.
Ooh.
Man, you almost had an amazing roll.
You literally, you
Well,
guys draw. You managed to win your money back. He's like, see, nobody beats me at cards. Sorry, doesn't happen. And then the kobold leans forward, like pulling a carrot out of his bag, and he basically holds it for the rabbit, and the rabbit's like chewing it like a cigar.
Can I pet you?
Uh,
Little scratch behind the ear?
I should be like 100% honest with you. I'm a wizard that's trapped as a rabbit, and I feel like that would be an invasion of my privacy.
Well, how'd you do that?
Well, magic's a tough thing to figure out, especially as a rabbit.
You know magic?
Yeah, of course I do.
Can you teach me some?
I'm a rabbit.
You just said you were a wizard.
I mean,
Now are you a rabbit or you're a wizard?
I was a wizard, and now I'm trapped as a rabbit.
Oh, you're trapped, so you don't know magic.
I mean, that's very rude.
Well, you said you're trapped. If you knew magic, you could fix it.
Yeah, that's fair. You know what? Fair point. Fair point. Give me that bloody carrot. And he gets really angry with the goblins.
What are you doing here anyway?
I'm just trying to solve a problem.
The problem of being trapped as a rabbit?
I mean, that's one of my problems, yes.
How'd you become a rabbit?
That's a good question. I wish I could remember.
Thank you. You can't remember. You've been drinking this mud water too much.
Nah, don't touch it.
Oops.
That was part of the problem. Recovering. You know, don't drink it. Makes you see things.
Is that what's happening to me right now?
No, I'm definitely a rabbit.
Can I poke you to be sure?
I mean, do you want to? You can
Give him a
do
little
an
poke.
an attack roll.
An attack roll.
Yeah, just to see if you because he's not gonna sit still, is he? He's not gonna let you do it.
I don't know what I add to this 10.
What is your to hit? What is it usually?
+4.
Yeah, okay. You bop him like right on the nose, and he just looks at you like with sheer. I can't believe you've done this.
What? I had to check.
I said I
This
was.
place is really weird. I mean, I'm talking to a rabbit right now.
I will get used to it, right? This cursed bloody place has led to a lot of strange things happening. The gardens outside are taking over houses. We're setting fire to everything every night. It's not exactly bloody, it's not like Kessel.
What's that? What's Kessel?
Kessel? It's the one of the You are from Ganadia, right? It's one of the Dwarven Empire cities? No?
No.
Right,
Nope.
well, okay. You know
Nope.
what? That's fine. Where are you from then? Back home?
I'm from Widget.
Widget. Ah, I've got an uncle from Widget.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's
Died.
his name?
Died, actually.
Oh.
Sinclair.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Poor guy. Exploded.
Exploded.
Yeah. Seems to run in my
Terrible.
family. Yeah. I feel a little bit.
Exploding?
Yeah. Well, I didn't explode. I almost did, but then I turned myself into a rabbit.
So you turned yourself into a rabbit to keep from exploding.
Yeah.
But you said you were trapped as a rabbit.
Oh no, I woke up as a rabbit. I don't remember why or how I got there, but I was in the woods, and now I'm here.
Why were you in the woods?
Because the explosion sent me flying, I suspect.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dragonfire is a wonderful thing. Can create all
Dragon?
sorts. Yeah, dragonfire.
There's dragons here?
No dragonfire. No dragons here.
Dragon fire.
No dragons here. No, no. If you want to meet a dragon, go back to the old continent.
I don't want to do that.
Well,
I think I'll keep my chances around here.
are we gonna keep playing, or are you gonna keep yapping?
Alright, one more.
All right then, 3d6. And you have this. You can continue this weird conversation with this this creature. Ah, for the love of God, that's Nope, you don't. Okay, you win your money back. So, yet again, another draw.
Ah, look.
Mhm.
He's so lucky.
Mm.
I'm really good at this.
Apparently, you're a card counter. All right.
I'm
Okay.
so good at card games.
We're gonna count. We're gonna count. Cut to back to Pandad and the rest of you guys. You guys
and the gaggle.
are walking past. You'll notice. Where is he? Where's Harkin? Where's Harkin, boy? Should be around here. Oh, he went flying, didn't he? Because.
Hark, where is he?
You see the very tired Harkin yet again talking to the City Watch commander, Kirishandis, who is the captain of the guards and leader of the City Watch. You are aware of her. You've met her before. Pandad, you are very familiar with her. She gave you a tongue lashing when you returned with half of your troop turning coat.
Ah, okay.
So they're not even really acknowledging you as you walk past. I'm assuming you're not talking to them.
Me? No, I'm not.
No.
Pandad's probably avoiding her, like kind of
Yeah.
like hand over his face, trying to
To sneak past.
hide the fact that he's there, even though it's a giant bear walking through.
Kenneth
The only
over
one that
his
looks like a
face.
bear.
I'll just grab this little person.
Are we able to overhear what they're talking about?
It's more of the same from the first time you met them. So you hear you hear Harkin basically going, "Listen, I understand the problem with the justice of our current situation, but you can't just hang people. You need a proper investigation. It's necessary. If you start going around killing people, that'll just cause more turncoats." And then Kira's like, "Yes, I understand that, but you have to remember that we have to put down the law. It's important. Also, if you don't remember, that person that was killed is an elf, and it wasn't someone from Murkwatch. It was someone from this continent, which could lead to a full-out war."
Banana gasps.
Excuse me, Harkin. What was that I heard about a proper investigation? Is there one not being conducted?
I hope so. I hope there's one. We have investigators for such calls. Wait, aren't you supposed to be in the assembly hall? Wait, you guys are starting work already?
A good day's pay requires a lot of vigilance.
How are you not knackered? Most of the people that came on the ship were practically dead by the time they got off that ship.
We're not really working too hard. We're just kind of walking around asking questions, which is investigating.
All right. Well, I mean, hats off to you lot. I appreciate the effort, but yes, the stable's around there if you want to go talk to the investigator. I don't trust the man myself, but Kira says that she trusts him, so that's good enough for me.
Why is he untrustworthy in your opinion? If you don't mind
And then
me,
Kira basically
if you
kind
don't
of
mind the
like
query.
Kira kind of inserts herself, saying, he is trustworthy because I say so. And that's she's just staring you down at this point.
While understandable, I was wondering as to why Harkin does not trust him. I've never met the man to pass my judgment upon him.
I have never met the man either, and he wasn't one of the people that I suggested for said investigation duty. But considering he isn't one of the people that didn't turn code, I assume that he is trustable, trustworthy.
More trustworthy than the rest, I suppose.
I mean, we take what we can get in this situation, yes.
That is valid. There is a a child with me.
Anyway, carry on. By T's
Yeah,
blessing.
the two of you have a good evening.
And they continue, like, having their argument.
Pandad had just walked through. So
Yeah, okay.
I didn't hear.
Okay, that's fair.
He's just like, I don't want to talk to her.
So we'll get to,
Panda, do you know anything about
Wait,
this group of turncoats that everyone keeps mentioning?
Yeah. I mean, we get people that they come in and they leave. Being kind of a bandit smuggler and stealing stuff and getting free shit instead of having to work is a little easier sometimes. Unfortunately my crew had to all turn coat before I got back and on one of our duties, and she was a little mad with me. So, to be fair, I tried to convince them to stay with us. Most of them ran off, and it was unfortunate.
It is the duty of a turncoat to run off.
Yes, it is.
we'll cut to Peneth, because Bean wants to do something. What was this, Beanie? What?
who was the person that mentioned the elf that was killed? Was it the lady?
I want to say that was Harkin.
It was Harkin.
I
mean, they were both discussing it, so...
Right.
Mm.
So, I guess everybody's walked away, but Peneneth obviously the whole elf thing. So
Yeah.
Peneneth is going to go up to Harkin and ask, "Excuse me, sir, Harkin. The elf that was killed, you said was from here. Do you know who the elf was? Was it a wood elf? Was it a high elf? Do you know who the elf was?"
I don't... he basically kind of looks through his ledger. He goes back like a week, and he's like, I think the name is Owas? Yes, wood elf, I think. They were basically, I want to say, a refugee that had taken up like a spot here for us. We were looking after a couple of elven refugees while from the Northlands up from the wooded area. We're not exactly sure. They said it was called Noonvale. I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not. They are secretive types, those. But yes, that's all I know, unfortunately, little one.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. You have a great night.
Enjoy your evening, small child.
All right, and he's gonna join the party.
All right. You guys are walking. Yeah, you guys are walking.
Aye, that'd be correct.
You're heading towards the stables, correct?
Aye, that'd also be correct.
All right. Okay. Can we get? Is there a way to? I can't mass teleport. That's a shame. I mean,
Is that just this big area next to the?
oh my lord!
No?
It's a raid from the Skeetsmeister. Hello, Skeets. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. We're doing some Dungeons and Dragons right now. Appreciate that, buddy. Go follow Skeets.
Lizards and basements.
Sorry, lizards and basements. You're right.
Both mid raiders.
We are continuing our lizards and basements campaign from last week. Welcome in, guys. Rascals and Rabbits, exactly. Rascals and Rabbits, Basements and Lizards. Thank you very much for the
Rascal
raid.
I kind of like that one actually.
But the one's appropriate.
It's going pretty well. It's going pretty well. Everybody's enjoying themselves. We have introduced a couple of new characters today from that weren't here last week. Thank you very much for the raid. Appreciate that. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. And let's drop back in. We're dropping back into the story. We only have a limited time to play, so forgive me for this, guys. But all right, we'll cut to you guys are wandering the streets. You'll notice that like most of the lanterns have essentially gone out. Sometimes you can see some of the city guards, if they can be bothered, leaning all the way over, and you know, they look at the glass. They reach into their pocket. They get out a bit of cloth. They wipe away the smear of swamp, like, and they're like, "All right, I'll relight it." And you notice that like every 1 or 2 lamp is lit. This place is very degraded, with lack of any inspiration to just keep guarding this horrible swamp town. As you guys near the stables, you can hear the faint noises of animals being tucked away for the evening. And then two, what looks like very familiar guards wearing the symbol, the Hand of Tyr, and the Grey Hawk banner or sigil on their tunics. As you come across a bardman, and there's another human dude. A human male.
Okay, so it's a Kenku and a human?
Yeah, Kenku and a human, yeah. And as you approach Pandad, you hear the Kenku go, "Pandad! Pandad!"
I'm guessing I know this guy's name.
Bloody hell. Pandad, hello.
Ah, hey!
Didn't know
It's
you were
you
on.
two.
Hey, it's Eric.
You two.
Hey, Brattit. Pandad! Yeah. Just right, just let me do the talking, right? You just watch. Pandad! Right, okay, yeah. We gotta teach him more bloody words. Right, hey, Pandad, how you
I
going?
got the name right this time.
Well, I mean, he's learning. We don't have very many loyal guards around here anymore. What can I do for you? Why are you up? It's dusk, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, I needed a drink, and then
You're
I heard
usually,
these few folks, newbies, talking over about the murder, and I heard that they got somebody captured.
have you been legged in all this shit, have you?
Sorry, what? Legged in? Is that what
Have
you
you
said?
been legged in on this shit, yeah?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I'm looking for the dragonfire, I'm kind of...
Oh, you're still looking for the dragonfire?
Right?
It's been a week, mate.
Yeah, well,
Have
yeah,
you
it's been a week.
You seen Kira yet? She's probably gonna have your balls next time she sees you.
I'm trying to avoid her, but it went missing at the same time, so I'm kind of...
You think they're
following this
correlated?
lead right now.
You were smarter than the rest of us, that's for sure. Here, let me do you a favor. And he just comes up to you, and this is really like almost embarrassing because Pandad is a 7 to 8 foot giant bear. So you see, he puts his hand around like his waist, and he tries to like lead you over to like to the corner, and like just out of reach of that very strange, almost, let's say, bugbear-like creature that's behind them. And he's looking. He's like, "Between you and me, yeah, I would be very careful, right? I've heard a lot of talk about bloody Scabbards."
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing too. Seems like they've been around.
They've not attacked in a while, right? They've not. They've kept themselves quiet for the last week?
Yeah. Is that who they have in the holding cells now, though?
Who?
Yes.
Kuno?
They got somebody named... Yeah.
Nah, Kuno, no. I mean, I don't think he's a murderer, in all honesty. Guy's a stupid little kid.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Well, we should keep an eye out on those Scabbards, make sure they don't come by.
With the amount of people we have, mate. Yeah, maybe.
We got some newbies.
He looks over your group. I mean, 2 of them I'm scared of.
Fair. I mean, one is maybe a child.
I mean,
Why do
she's-
you say maybe a child? But did you do anything while we were in the tavern that you maybe shouldn't have?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway.
Big kid.
We'll, you can have a talk with Soul over there.
I'll keep your secret, Penitence.
We're gonna get back to watching, mate. Keep at it, and he takes your hand, or he tries to shake your hand, and, you know, realizes that he's human, and your paws are 3 times the size of him.
Just paw his hand,
Yeah.
basically.
It's just like he tries to...
Yeah, just dap him up a little
There we
bit.
go, yeah.
Just pat his shoulder.
Welcome to the Mirth.
Thanks.
Was it
Thanks,
welcome to the Greyhawks? Welcome to the Greyhawks. Welcome to the Greyhawks. Like they basically say to the new people, "Nice to see you. Nice to see you." These guys are clearly like a little bit more less stressed than the other guards that you were talking to. We cut to what does the Shay and the Ruby want to do while this is happening? This conversation's happening.
While Pandat is talking to these 2 guards, Shay, actually, Shay's gonna let Ruby take the lead on this one.
All right. Okay. Ruby.
Okay. Why do I have to take the lead? Jesus Christ.
Okay. Well, she immediately
Sorry.
just takes a step back. and goes-
I mean, do you not want to speak with the guards? I figured you would also have questions for the investigator. Yeah, I mean, if you don't want to, I can speak with the. Shay looks over at him.
Eric.
But is he human?
Well, Eric. Yeah, I'm human.
No, Saul.
Oh, Soul. No, he's a bugbear.
I can go speak with the bugbear man thing. Bear man.
Don't call
Yeah,
him that.
sure, you do
Bears.
it. I'll just follow your lead. I'll be your
It's-
backup.
All right. Well, at least we make a menacing-looking group, I suppose.
Exactly.
Oh,
Sorry. Boop. All right. You guys can move over.
Wait, where am I? There
So
am
you
I.
notice that this guy,
I'm here.
this large creature, he's got hairy knuckles. He's leaning down. His ass crack is hanging out of his pants. He's got a swollen belly. He's clearly not, he doesn't care what people think as he's looking down, staring at this wall that's covered in blood. You can see a corpse that's, looks like it's fallen down the set of stairs. Can I get investigation check from anybody who's here? So I guess that anybody who wants to have a go at it.
investigation.
And just as you guys are doing that, you notice that this bugbear guy turns around. Right, what can I do for you?
I got a fucking 2. I don't know shit.
You're too busy. You're too busy
what
distracted
did I
by the
get?
huge cleavage of his ass.
A 15.
Oh Jesus.
You know, investigator Saul. I hear crack kills.
Plus 2, apparently.
Okay.
So 15 plus 2. So
All right. Panda got a 20. So I think we're good. We'll cut to Panda in a minute.
oh shit.
We'll
It was
cut-
originally 6.
It was originally 6. Okay.
15
Fair enough.
plus T.
Okay.
15 plus 2.
All right. No, stop rolling. Stop rolling. Stop rolling. We got it.
Sorry, that
Went
was
to
a-
delete the dice and I accidentally re-rolled it.
That's
so
fair.
That's
That's fair.
where the
same
20
It's okay.
came from.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. So we have Gemma and we have Bean. All right. Okay. Good. All
I
right.
have a
Does
Yep.
Peneneth know this elf
Thing
when he
for
comes around the corner?
Can I get somebody in chat to answer that question, please? While I do this. We have there is no elf. Okay, this elf you do not recognize. This is not an elf you recognize.
Okay.
That's the system, guys. If you're interested in it, it's on Steam. Look it up. It's good. I stream it on Fridays. If you want to learn how to use it, cool. It's a lot of fun. Useful too. Has Hero Forge integration. Okay, so you do recognize this. You don't recognize this elf. You do not recognize this elf at all. He's not someone familiar to you.
Okay.
I think for your investigation roll, though, can I get a stealth check from you, Bean?
Yep, right there. Bonk.
Before Bean rolls, is there
Yeah.
any way for Shay to assist with this?
Like guidance or something like that.
Being some, maybe guidance or just being some form of distraction.
Well, you're talking to him, so yes. Let's say yes. You can do that. I guess I will let you.
Okay.
I mean,
I got
a 10.
a 10,
Okay.
including my.
Okay. You find yourself almost compelled to run over, and then you just see a big bugbear hand just reach out and almost try and stop you because you're panicking to be like, "Ooh, do I know this elf?" And then smack hand, like big hairy hand in your face. All right, get back. Don't try and interrupt my investigation.
And then if it's a crime scene, we're not supposed to. We can't tamper with evidence. We can look, but no touching. Remember?
Yeah.
Who sent you over here? Was it, Kira, or was it the other one?
It was Kira. We spoke with her and Harkin for a moment.
I thought she gave me full authority here. We'll have conversations.
She did. We actually came more on our own, but we did speak with them to find out where the crime scene took place.
I don't need this. I don't need this at all. More footprints getting in my way.
No. We're
hurry
not
up.
here to step foot anywhere. We're just here to ask a few questions and figure out what happened, really.
Ask your questions and get.
When was the body found? And it looks like he just fell down the stairs, if anything. Or perhaps was pushed.
Ruby and Peneneth, they can see full well a dark brown stain that's on the back of this man. He's face down. Unfortunately, in Tailspar, you can't make them do face down. So he is face down.
And lots of blood.
No, I failed my investigation check, so
yeah.
Shay just thinks he fucking fell down the stairs and it just like hit his head.
And he goes, this was a stabbing. So
Is that what that dark stain is?
Yes. Yes.
Well then.
Beginning to get used to you lot. So, is there anything I can do for ya? Hurry up with the questions. I'm busy. I'd like to go to bed. I've got a busy morning.
We're trying to find out why was Kuno arrested for this if there's from what we heard so little evidence?
There was stabbing. Kuno
Okay.
was covered in blood. I think you'll find also that you have witnesses.
See, the last town guard we spoke to was not the most helpful of folks in town. Was very standoffish and only said that there was a murder and that he was the murderer.
Well,
And be that true or not, as an acolyte of Tyr, I'm trying to assist in the justice process.
I'll say I respect that you are willing to help, but at the same time, I've got very little time to kind of prove my point that, first of all, we cannot find a murder weapon. Second of all, we have a dead elf that we need to essentially hide from any outsiders. If this information gets out, well, I would not want to be the city guard. That's a stray arrow. from these nearby swamplands. Can you imagine? Just going for a walk, going to the privy, unzipping and then getting an arrow right up you.
I can't imagine such scenarios.
That's why everyone just wants this done and done.
While I understand that an expedited process can be useful,
You're saying a lot of fancy words.
learned them back in the temple. I don't really know what it means all that much. I just know it goes fast.
Right. Aye. Well, I can tell you what I've learned. That is, he's basically was running, fell down the stairs. Their knife is no longer there, and I've been asking my fellow investigators to try and get information from Mr. Kuno, but I think you'll find that he's not been as forthcoming as we would like.
We actually tried to speak to Kuno before we came here. The town guards did not allow us to get a word in with him.
Right. Give me a persuasion check, and you can have advantage.
All right, let me see what my persuasion is.
Unless somebody else wants to try to go at it, I suppose. Okay, yep. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you said I get advantage on it,
Yeah,
correct?
you have advantage of it.
Roll it, don't drop it. Roll it, roll it, roll it, baby. Oh,
That's 25
That's 20.
total.
Okay, you seem
Thank
to
you.
be
Thank you, advantage.
You seem to be the respectable sort. So I tell you what, I'm gonna go over there. Okay, I'm gonna take my pipe, and he reaches into his pocket. He pulls his pipe out. I'm gonna have a wee smoke. I'll let you have a little look around here, right? Don't touch anything, and if you find anything, you report it. I'm trusting you.
Thank you, Saul. We will.
He just.
I'll make
wanders
sure no
off.
one touches anything.
He does not even. He doesn't wait. He doesn't even wait for you to, finish talking. He just walks off and sits by the fence.
Fair.
Rests his huge cleavage on the fence, and you can hear the fence go.
What a stinky boy he happens to be.
You can tell that he's enjoying the marshland. That climate is suiting him very well. And other people, they do not appreciate it. They don't. That probably explains why the two guards are so far away from him, and even though they're meant to look after the crime scene.
Okay, so man was stabbed. That's obvious because considering the guy told me.
Paneneth, now you can have a little closer look. You can.
Paneneth, now's your chance, buddy.
Yeah. Also, Ruby, if you want to do something too.
well, the first thing Peneneth wants to do is, even though he doesn't know this guy, he wants to go over this guy, and he's gonna lay his little hand on this man's head, and he's gonna say "Fate Wadden Caven" over his head.
Okay.
And then he's gonna wish him well on his journey to the earth.
I will.
No idea what you just said there, but okay.
Roll a perception check while you're doing it too.
Okay, I shall do this.
Just because you get a closer look.
Okay.
He's also face down, which means you kind of turned him around.
13?
You notice that when you pull him up, and you give him a look over, you notice that his belt seems to be a very red color, and has a very familiar red tint to it, basically. Also, a dagger, a scabbard that is missing its knife.
So he's got a red belt that I know.
Mm-hmm.
What have you found, Paneneth?
Would I still be talking to guards?
No, you can come over. You've come over.
Okay.
Like they've finished talking to you. They don't want to seem like they're being off duty.
Got it. Yeah.
Ah.
Okay, Panda. You also
Panda,
you also recognize that. Yeah.
The elf. Yeah.
Yeah. You recognize the elf. You also recognize the red scabbard.
Okay.
The red scabbard, as in. Well, wait. I recognize the red belt, but
Yeah.
the scabbard is different.
No, the scabbard is also red.
The sign of the red scabbard, right?
Mm-hmm. It's one of their calling cards. It's basically a part of their equipment, part of their uniform. They have a red scabbard, and sometimes
So
they
this
have
is-
they have a red scarf. But that's all you really know, Panda. That's
This
basically.
seems
most of
like
the
it might be
bandit fancy.
done from an outside source then. Here's the bandits have been here.
So the murderer is possibly a bandit?
The murder
Or
victim.
was
Well,
he possibly one of
yeah.
the bloody scabbards?
Bloody scabbards. Sorry. I'm calling them bandits.
They are basically bandits. It's just their fancy name that they have for themselves.
Yeah.
What?
Uh,
The elf? This man? This elf?
Not the elf.
No, the elf.
They killed him.
Well, no, because he's
Yeah.
wearing one of their uniforms.
Oh, get you.
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought you meant like they're putting it on there. Never mind.
No. Well, maybe you don't know that, but it does look like he's wearing it. But it is missing its knife.
And we probably can't tell if the dagger that is missing coincides with his stab wounds.
Not without the dagger. You could give it another perception check if you want.
There's somebody staring down at us from another.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Oh.
There's like a. I don't know if I see that.
Yeah,
or
well,
not, but
I mean,
see it.
you can ask a question if you want. If you think you can see it, you can see it. If it's on the board and you want to ask, Panda, as you look up, you see like the door close. You see like somebody like almost retreating, like, and you hear the door slam, as if like someone just caught you staring at them.
I'm gonna go after that.
I mean, you
do,
can.
Do the
yeah,
rest of us hear the door slam?
Since Panda looked up, and so I will give you Panda. You can either tell them, or we can go for perception checks if you want.
I think he would probably just react at that point, just circling up and seeing it, and just kind of like bolting off, essentially.
Okay, so yeah, so you just want to go up and investigate? Yeah. Okay. So you just head off like, I saw something, and then you just head up there.
Well, there goes our giant bear man.
So I got a 15.
We
on
don't
that.
all know each other that well yet.
Yeah. All right, so you got a 15 for your
15.
perception check. All right, Kenneth, you're basically looking over this corpse of this elfin man. You've given them the rights of that has been taught to you through your druidish training. Thank you, Town, but for the follow. You upon doing that, you feel like you see something out of the corner of your eye. Like you stand up, and almost as if like
On his person.
not on his person, no, at the corner, at the corner of your eye, you notice that there's like a twinkle coming from the bush.
This bush.
Yeah.
Okay. Here I go. Let's go look.
And we oh,
Shay goes over with her torch in hand.
the torch thing. Yeah, see, that's good.
yeah.
Someone is smart enough to bring a torch with you in this horrible dark march.
Yeah, I noticed it was dark as shit, so I lit a torch earlier.
And then it can see. I
With the
can,
torch.
you know.
Yeah, okay. Okay. I will send you a picture. You have a scratch around in there. I'll send you a picture. I'll put it in Murkwatch chat.
What do we see?
And while you guys are doing that, Panda, you walk up to the door. Each step that you take up that wooden fence is like
Threatening to snap with each footstep. Jesus Christ.
I get it. I'm heavy.
Ooh.
Um,
I'm gonna try this door. Is it locked?
You try it and it opens, and then immediately you see you basically feel like pressure, but considering the size of you and your strength score and the fact that the woman on the other side goes oh, just basically falls back because she's trying to stop the door from a 8-foot panda like pushing the door in. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're not like you're not
Just feel
allowed.
like nasty.
You're not allowed in here. What are you doing in here?
Did you oversee what happened here with the murder?
I didn't. I
You're sitting out here watching.
I need you to roll a persuasion check. Yeah, she's clearly a little. She's clearly a little stirred. She's a little frightened. You are a big creature, and she's not. She's not feeling calm. The fact that you've just approached her.
Yeah. How do I get rid of dice? Because it's
You
just
can
out
right click
there.
on it.
I
Just
got
right click on it, and you should be able to close it. Yeah.
There we go.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
But what was it? Persuasion? I'm guessing that's
persuasion,
plus
yeah.
0.
Might be.
Oh, plus 2. 17.
Okay. As she notices that you have the sigil on your lapel, and she walks past you, like almost through you, but like around you, and then looks like down and sees like the bugbear is not in line of sight, and then she looks and sees that there are no guards, and she kind of like ushers you into the house and closes the door. Yeah. Listen, that boy, right? They're trying to stitch him up. I'm not sure what's going on, but well, that's not what. He didn't kill the man. There was 2 men. I couldn't see them. There were 2 figures, and they were having a discussion with a 3rd man. And when Kuno, the boy, when he came around the corner, the 2 of the men panicked and stabbed one of them in the back and pushed him down the stairs. And then the 2 of them chased after him. So I'm not entirely sure why, but you didn't get this information from me. So
That's fine.
please, I don't want any attention.
Not on this source.
Please, that man has been outside of my house all day, and he's not been giving me any breathing room. I live alone. It's quite frightening to be here. Woman voice, exactly. New. I'm doing a woman voice.
I appreciate the information. Yeah, I'll see if we can get him out of your hair. And I'll
Go.
leave her be. I
Go,
guess.
go, get out of here. Go, before they see you. And she closes the door, and like you can hear it go crunk, crunk. It's like just like not like taking any chances that you might want to have any more questions.
Got it. I'll go back downstairs. Go join
Okay.
the party. What's going on over here?
Cutting
Welcome
to
back, Panda. How was your Pandad? How was your excursion up the rather creaky steps?
cutting to Penenef pulling something from the bush.
Did anybody else see what I saw? I mean,
Um,
they came
um,
over, but did
I mean,
they
it's
see
in
it
chat.
as well?
Anyone can see what it is, but it's your.
Do I know the symbols on this dagger?
No. It just looks like a normal, not a normal dagger, but a fancy dagger.
Okay. And I probably that's the same color as the scabbard and the
Yeah, if you were to compare the two, it would fit in quite easily.
Oh, and the bugbear's way over there. Okay, I'm gonna show the dagger to Shay and to Pandad and to Ruby and be like, guys, look what I found. This has gotta be that guy's dagger. Almost couldn't bear his weight. Man.
Oh God.
Do you think we should give it to the big guy, the big smelly guy?
Well, then
Or-
it is evidence, and he is the investigator on site. But at the same time, Harkin doesn't seem to have any trust for the man. But the town the captain of the guard does. So
How far away are the guards?
They're around the corner.
yeah, they're
Around
a good distance. So like
Like you-
talking normally or
yeah,
softly.
They're
No,
not,
should be okay.
also the considering like they're just looking at this Shrek figure leaning over the fence, puffing and puffing.
So kind of lower voice, Panda's gonna kind of go over like, so that lady up there kind of says a different story than what we're kind of hearing. I think. Sounds like there was two figures here, and they were arguing over stuff. And on my suspicion, that stuff could have been the 6 barrels of dragon fire that went
Missing
missing.
dragon fire we were told about.
Yeah. It was my crew's night that watched that, and they went missing that same night as the murder, and it's a little too convenient. Timing. But she seems to think that there was 2 other people here when Kuno came around the corner, and then there was the murder.
So would that mean that there were 3 people counting our dead body?
I guess 4 total. Is it 4?
3
with
It was,
Kuno?
3
With
and
the
4
dead
with
body and Kuno.
4 with Kuno. Yes. So there was 3 men, and then Kuno came, discovered them chatting, and then that led
There
to
was a
a
murder.
and then led to the 2 men chasing after Kuno. That was the story that you were told.
So I wonder if it's possible that since the guards have been going turncoat so recently, maybe the guards were talking with this elven man who he has the bloody scabbard, their emblems. Maybe the 2 other men were both guards, and once they were discovered by Kuno, they tied up a loose end.
Wait, that guard we talked to said they found Kuno with the guy and covered in blood, but that's not what that lady just said. They said that Kuno ran off. How could he have been covered in blood if he just ran off?
I think
That doesn't make sense.
Saul's leading some things on here.
Are you
Or-
done? You hear like the voice coming around, but he's just like clearing his throat and like clearly
I'm
doing
gonna-
opposite of what he was just saying about keeping the crime scene clean.
I think I'm gonna tuck the dagger in my pouch
Okay.
real quick while I.
There's also no bloodstains on that dagger, by the way,
Oh,
Oh.
which you didn't notice, but no bloodstains on that dagger.
that makes sense.
Are
So
you
that's
done?
Not the murder weapon.
Dun dun dun.
Real quickly, do group consensus? Do we tell the investigator about the dagger?
I think Peneneth wants to hide
I'm
it.
leaning,
So
I'm leaning towards no.
Okay, so we're leaning towards no. I'm a free vote. Ruby.
Yumma, that's you.
that's you. She might not be there.
I don't think she.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking that after hearing these conflicting
fucking
stories.
muted.
Oh, there you are.
Hello.
I muted the whole entire time. Sorry.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm a free vote. I guess.
While Shay would like to, follow the laws and all that shit, also trying to do the greater good for the rest of the town. If Kuno is indeed innocent, then giving him the dagger would probably just implicate the kid.
Yep.
Despite it being a clean and unbloodied weapon.
Okie dokie. This one? I think? No, not that one. This one. That's the one I want to do.
Daytime.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. I was
What
just
are you doing?
I was changing something.
What
You
was
hit
that?
apply this time.
The
Oh,
frogs are back.
Frogs are back. You're right. I completely forgot about it, but it's okay. It's fine.
frogs?
You don't hear the frogs?
We've just been like the bard has just been
Jen's
following
like-
us around the town.
They're out this far out. You don't really hear it, but like when you were at the jail cell, you do hear it.
Maybe
It-
your
it's-
sounds turned
yeah,
down.
you might have the sounds turned down, Bean, for inside
That's
of
good.
Tailspire. Okay, so you guys turn and
Oh.
this bugbear looks at you, and he's kind of like annoyed that you're still here, and he's like, "Come on then, did you find anything?"
No, we didn't find much besides
no.
the scabbard and his on the body.
You touch
Other
the
than that,
body. He basically walks over and he just leans down and kind of just like manhandles the corpse, like putting it like almost like lifting him up like a doll and just putting him against the wall. Like so he's sitting slumped against the wall. I'll have to report this. Touching the bodies. That's gonna lead to
Well,
maybe.
we had to we had to make sure he didn't have any clues on him.
Yeah. Well,
Which
if you get in
his
trouble for this, I would
his
just
red belt and bloody scabbard do seem noteworthy.
Right. Go on then. Get out of here. I've got my job to work. I've got some paperwork to finish. Then me and the boys, we're gonna go, right? And we're us, sir. Yes, yeah, yes. And like you could see them like playing along, but not really interested in kind of pretending to be friends with this man. All right.
Gotta be hard to be a bugbear.
Cutting.
Is he taking the body out of here? Sorry.
No. He's not taking. He's leaving it there for now. Yeah. Tyr is Tyr.
Shay will forgive your insolence.
Can we Noon, can we get another 3d6 out of you, please?
Who's Noon?
Sorry. Rava. I'm talking to you, Noon. I'm not talking about your character.
Grand.
Come on, Ooh, 40. Come on.
Oh,
Big money, big
shit.
money.
Alright, you just earned 7
Wait a
gold.
second.
Yeah.
I got 7 gold.
Yeah,
Rob out here
baby.
fucking
Hey.
I am
gambling.
on a
Jesus.
roll tonight.
Oh.
There's just
Go
there
Rava.
basically what we could cut to is we cut to Noon, who is kind of just sitting at this table.
Who?
Sorry, we cut to Rava. God damn it. We cut to Rava, who's sitting at this table. Yeah. Wait a minute. Let me just play some music again.
Cranky bunny.
Right. We cut to Rava, who is she has her feet up. She's made herself comfortable. She's got a carrot in her mouth.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
She's got a carrot in her mouth.
Yes. I love it.
Love it.
She has a second mug that's been given to her. She's been destroying this table all night, and this rabbit is
I have
just
owned this place.
We're missing it.
this rabbit is getting oh. By the way, this rabbit
And we chose to work.
throughout this evening, yes, you have learned Rava that this bunny's name is Bernard. You've
I was
learned
gonna ask his name. I realized I never asked.
you've learned that the other guy is Carol and Alfie is the Doomsayer. So you know their names now. You've gotten quite familiar with them.
They're my best friends now.
They've been talking to you mostly about like rumors and every
I
so
love
often
rumors.
every so often like Lynx will be coming down from her bed just to wonder why you're still up, but kind of almost like what's wrong with you. But then she goes, it's fine, she's having fun. That's what Rava does. And then she goes back upstairs. Like every so often you'll see that Lynx's cat, Sin's cat, sorry, will come down
Sin,
and just
yep.
yeah, Sin's cat will come down and give you like run between your legs, that kind of thing. Just to like check on you. But yeah, throughout the night you've been kind of just slaying every card table that you sit at.
Wonderful. What kind of rumors did I learn about?
The rumors that you've kind of heard are like you've been bringing up giants a lot, so you have heard that there are a lot of ruins. Like this city is almost built on them. There are plenty of hidden caverns. You've even heard stories of there's a wagon trail that every so often like they send like a couple like of mercenaries to go with the wagon because sometimes it just gets fully abducted. And usually it leads to giant tracks, or at least something that resembles a giant, because not a lot of people know what giants look like. So there are giant tracks almost, and that's all the stories that you kind of learn from. You hear more about Newdhearth, the Lord of Nature. He is essentially what you would say is a competing deity on this isle. But mostly it's all legend. It's not really like, you might hear from an elf bring up New Tarth. Other than that, though, Tyr is number one bay, along with all the other elven
Number
harvest
one
gods.
What?
Is there anything else you want to do before we switch back to the? Are you guys coming back to the inn, or are you going somewhere else, guys, as well?
Well, it is nearing dawn, I think, at this rate.
It is getting to like mid. It's more like 10-ish.
Oh, okay. So it's getting darker.
It's getting darker. Like it's like everyone is off duty
Okay.
at this point. They're calling it a day.
Well, I think we've got some good steps in our investigation.
Mm-hmm.
While Shay won't abandon the group, she will ask if they're ready to head back to the tavern for the evening. That way they can actually properly rest.
Okay.
Yeah, we can head back there.
Yep.
So
Before leaving the crime scene,
mhm.
Pandad's gonna walk through the mud, creating more tracks as he pats the bugbear on the shoulder and he's like, "Thanks for letting us check it out."
Oh, for fuck's sake! You're a giant bastard! Oh, I'm gonna have to report this. Kira's not gonna like this.
Well, she doesn't like me anyways. It's okay.
Oh. You can basically see the human guard, Eric, looking. Yeah, nasty mosquito in my throat. As you head back to the thingy, we'll make it that basically Rava has just won her last hand of poker as you guys come in to the inn for the evening. So can you get you guys all the way back over here? Remember, you can shift click your characters. So
That never works for me.
you hold
Yeah,
shift.
That was actually, I think, what was fucking me up.
Yeah, hold shift.
That's
and
why I was
then-
going on to the roof.
Yeah, okay. So if you hold shift
That's it.
and then left click, it should just teleport you. Like you can teleport your character.
Oh.
Yeah. Just make sure that you put it on a flat surface, otherwise you'll teleport yourself to the roof or whatever. So bring down the green thing and then move it so that you can teleport yourself inside. Can I, as you guys come in, I would like you all to make perception checks. This time with advantage.
I have no idea where that went.
You said perception?
A perception check, yeah.
I rolled 13, 14, 17, an 18.
Okay.
What's my perception? Hold on.
With advantage?
With advantage. With advantage.
I'm just rolling. I'm not sure if you wanted me to. Or not.
No, dude. You've been getting drunk and playing cards all day. You don't know the knowledge that you need.
Mine.
Or
Okay, well,
Okay.
19 plus 5, so I had 24 for perception.
okay.
I got 8.
11, and my
Yes.
second roll is 24. I got a nat 20. Got a
All right.
24 on my perception.
As
Oh,
you
wait, I need to do it again, don't I?
Except I still need to
Yes,
get
advantage.
because my shift click is not working.
9.
it should
I guess.
be shift click and then move the figure. You should be able to like shift click it and then you should just be able to move the
9,
figure.
10, 12, I guess. If that's my advantage.
Oh, I see what you're. But so shift click my. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. Thank
I have no
Um,
idea where my dice went.
It's okay. If you click the little book on the right, you can read what the rolls are.
It was 14.
Okay, so yours is 14. Marcy's is 19 plus etceteras, and Bean is
Yeah.
24. Okay.
Yeah,
purple.
Bean and I both got 24.
Purple, you
'cause,
don't notice. You don't notice anything. You just come in and you're like, I
Yeah.
could get myself another one of those drinks, and you head over to the bar.
Yeah.
As Panda, Shay, and Peneneth walk in, though, however, you immediately notice that some of these people have a very odd choice of uniform.
Matching scabbards and dark red belts. Perhaps?
Matching scabbards and dark red belts.
Dun, dun, dun.
Would
And
it happen?
they're the same people or they're different people?
Would it happen to be this table, like 2 tables to the right of me?
You maybe you notice that like like a couple of these guys they seem to be just sitting there enjoying themselves, being rowdy, not really pulling too much attention. But there are definitely these guys are wearing this red, almost tinted leather belts with scabbards like attached.
The
Where is everybody? Sorry.
when you say I'm at the door, when you
Shay's
say
near the
these
door.
guys, you mean the guys
I'll
by
say
the die?
like you see like
I'm over at the bar.
at least
Oh,
those,
those
I see
guys.
these
that,
three
Okay.
these 3 guys at least, yeah.
And what are they? Are they humans?
There, 2
human.
of them are human, and one of them is basically what you want to say half elf. You can't tell from the distance, but
Pandad's gonna take note.
Yep.
And then just lock in and look over at them, kind of,
Yep.
by the table, and then go Emilio, and walk over there and go
Okay.
grab a beer.
okay. Ah, there he is. Ha ha ha. And he just yet again does what he does every time he sees you. The bar shakes, puts down the drink. Bean, what are you doing?
Panenith is deeply intrigued and has all kinds of things forming in his little mind. So he's going to try to be small because he's small, and get close without being
Stealth check.
noticed. Yes, I knew you were going to say that. Oh, I want to roll this outside. Wow. 17.
Is that okay? All right. Yeah, that's you managed to like, they're not they've been
How are you doing the +4 thing?
they've not been sober for a while. So they're managing to walk. You managed to get pretty close to them. This table is essentially empty. You notice that since it's around like 10 o'clock now, the people that are drunk are either plastered like on the table and they're shifting themselves upstairs, or they're heading out to their homes. These people are kind of drinking. These guys are drinking. Still, they don't look like they're
Okay.
finishing anytime soon.
Can I I wanted to be close enough to overhear them. Can I overhear them? Anything that they're talking about?
I'll say that you just sit there for like an hour, just like listening to them. They don't really talk about anything that's kind of interesting. I will hear roll a perception check, just for this.
Okay.
It's there's a little too much going on. The bard's playing some really good music to just try and like lull everybody out. So there's not much conversation that you can pick up. And some of the words that they're using you're not familiar with.
Okay.
Okay. Shay?
Upon noticing their scabbards, Shay's actually gonna go over to Pandad, considering he's the longest serving guard that she's somewhat familiar with.
Yeah.
Pandad, did you happen to notice the 3 members in the tavern all sporting the red scabbard and belt as well?
I did. And I can sense that's not good.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who picked up on it. Is there? What would be the best course of action in this scenario, considering? I mean, you're aware of their affiliation with the Bloody Scabbard.
I'm considering we should keep an eye on them. I was going to ask the bartender how long they've been here. One of the guards earlier, kind of in hushed words, had told me that, we haven't had an attack in a long time. It seems a little suspicious that they're here now.
Is them not simply being in town arrest worthy, considering their bandit affiliation?
Would I know this?
You usually are arrests aren't necessarily made like that. It's usually like they just get kicked out of town. Like if there are people who are being rowdy and if they are citizens of Murkwatch, which technically you are now a citizen of Murkwatch, they do follow the law. But if they do not follow the law and they're not from your continent and they're from Catatonia, they usually end up just getting like almost exiled and stuff. Although that was before the bandit attacks, so it might necessarily change right now.
So they're not starting any trouble to like draw attention to themselves, which is why they're
Basically, yeah.
still here.
Like there are people who are allowed in, traders, refugees from other sections of this isle. Some of them are a little less, like it's kind of a part of the favor economy. If they can do something for Murkwatch, they kind of get like a free pass as long as they don't, cause issue.
Okay.
Like I said, money kind of doesn't mean anything here, but favors kind of go a long way.
Gotcha. All right. With that noted,
I would say we keep an eye on them.
I'm in agreement with that. Especially if they haven't done anything to get themselves into trouble already, maybe they'll slip up eventually. But let's hope that everything goes peacefully.
As you, Bean, are kind of effortlessly sneaking in, trying to listen, sitting there for, you agreed to like about an hour you're going to be sitting there?
Mm-hmm.
You notice that someone comes over, and they sit down right next to you. It's an old, like an older man, yeah. Can I get a perception check as he sits down? Sits down beside you, and he looks you over.
Hey, baby.
Okay. You notice that the men who you were basically looking at are now looking at you, and then to the man, almost like they've spotted this happening. And he sits down and goes, "Listen, act natural. This is yeah, right. You gonna finish your drink there, little one? What's your name?"
I don't have a drink. They don't have water.
Water. That's funny, the little one.
That's swamp gas.
Listen.
Woo! That gave me gas.
Yeah. Listen. And he just looks out. He looks over you, like to the table behind you, and then he looks back. Right. You gotta be careful, right? Of who you make friends with. Right? Those are dangerous men.
Yeah? Are you a dangerous man?
No. I'm looking out for you. I've been watching them for a while. Listen to me.
What's your name?
My name's Benji. I'm gonna go get a drink. You should follow me. And he stands up and he walks over to the bar.
I recognize him when he gets to the bar.
You recognize? No, you don't actually recognize this guy.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna.
Old.
Those guys, the three guys, are still watching me, right?
They're looking, and then they like go back to their drinks, almost like a little confused. at what had just happened, but this Benji character walks past you guys, going, "All right, lads, finally the end of the day. I think I saved you, little one there, from getting into a hairy situation." He just leans over, and Emilio goes, "Ah, Benji, here," and he basically puts down a drink. All right, yeah, thanks, mate. Listen,
And then,
lads.
what were you up to this time?
Listen, lads, listen.
Yeah, what the hell were you doing?
I would be careful at whose attention that you draw. I've been watching those guys for like the last 3 nights, and I'm almost 100% certain that they're Scabbards.
We have drawn that conclusion
Interesting.
based off of their uniform, actually.
Shh. Listen to me. Tomorrow evening, or not tomorrow evening, tomorrow afternoon, we're leaving in the morning. We're taking a wagon up. I'm transporting those boys, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna rob the wagon.
Who we?
So they
You're
hired you to
transporting-
transport them.
No. I'm a wagon transporter. You know, that's what I do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We take the supplies and we take it up to North City, right? And that's basically what my job is here. But unfortunately, since we only have the one route, you know, we end up getting robbed every so often. Luckily, I've been lucky. But I don't like those vermin. They've been quiet all night. Usually, customers introduce themselves, you know.
What route are you taking?
The North Passage.
I have a map, right, where I marked essentially where bandits have been
Yeah, it's
before.
Yeah. You have a mapped area because you've been out there like a couple times with your troop,
Yeah.
with your old troop.
Can I check that map and see how many
Um,
bandits have been
You can see
spotted in
that
area?
that route is the bandit area. It's more likely that it's been at least 2 weeks since the last wagon attack. But you have noticed that it's more on the let's say like the 7-mile mark rather than like the early mile mark. They usually so. From what you can gather, the information that you have is that they have a base that's not around Murkwatch. It's not local to Murkwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's at least like you want to say like a several hours out from this town.
Got it.
Benji, sir.
Um,
Oh, you're not done yet. Sorry. Go.
no, I was just gonna say I'd mention.
Mention
Bandad
that.
would mention
Okay.
that time.
Yeah, that's
I think that definitely looks like it's a bad route to probably be taking.
Well, it's the
Are
only
you
one we've got.
preparing to.
It's the only one we've got. We've got to get Dragonfire up there to the north camp. Yeah, they need it bad, so that's why we're leaving tomorrow morning. Maybe might be a good idea if you lot tagged along for security reasons.
I'm down with it.
Ah, good. It is strong.
I don't want to lose any more Dragonfire
Well, we have barrels.
Pandad,
if
you
I can
mentioned,
help it.
We have 6 barrels to take tomorrow, so
Pandad, you had mentioned that area being high bandit traffic.
High bandit traffic, but it's only in the later hours of the travel, not the earliest. So they're not close to the city, but
Is it
this
possible
lad
that,
is definitely gonna get robbed.
is it possible that the bandits need the Dragonfire for their own camps?
I mean,
Yes.
not to butt in. Considering the Oath of Growth, I don't know if you've been paying attention outside. But yeah. The Overgrowth
I
takes
think-
over most of the roads.
I mean, bandit, you don't really need a road too much, considering that gets you caught. At least I would assume.
Well, yeah.
Well-
So, but living in a marsh does suck.
The growths are taking over everything. So
If we will
even
leave
the
the
bandits
city,
are needing it.
if Murkwatch was left with no dragonfire, it would be overgrown in 3 days.
Oh no, by all means, Murkwatch we'll do our best to protect the Dragonfire. I'm just trying to figure out why they're trying to steal so much, unless they're. That's the only reason I can see.
That's a good question. Emilio, give me a drink, mate. I mean, he's kind of just he wanders off and kind of gets himself out of the conversation.
Dragonfire is mostly used to keep back the ever-growing foliage here. It's taking over everything. I'm
Yeah,
sure
that's
in
why
their
I
camps they're being overgrown themselves. So I'm assuming they're stealing it to help preserve themselves and not be overgrown and die and lose tents and numerous buildings. As he said, 3 days, this whole city would be captured by growth. And we're just sitting here to fight it back. And then the bandits are, what are they called?
The bloody
Red,
scabbards.
Bloody
Bloody
Scabbard.
Scabbards.
Bloody Scabbards, I assume, would be just taking it to preserve themselves and be able to survive. But they'll slowly suffocate us, and they'll lose their millions as well.
That's
Like
a
I
fair
said,
point.
like I said, lads. Tomorrow morning, we lead you up there. Maybe get a little bit of a surprise in there. You could follow along. Might lead to a little bit of, I don't want to say revenge, but might give you a lead. Also, protects my ass.
When are you leaving in the morning?
We're leaving early, 5 a.m. Wagon's already stocked, so. Sorry, Bean?
No, I was just gonna say, Panenna's gonna go. I want to go north. I mean, I'll go with you. I'm with you. I'm a druid. I can be helpful. I want to go.
That is correct. Kuno does hang sometime tomorrow. If all of us were to leave, that would have him hung without any contest.
Well, I mean, we leave tomorrow. I mean, we could delay it, I guess, but, I have to do the job otherwise. Anyway, I'll let you have a think about it. You come talk to me in the morning, eh? I gotta return to my seat before those bastards look at me again. And he just he waddles down. Clearly, like, not an old man, but like he's has his the years on his body. You can kind of see him. Definitely an older man.
After he kind of haggers away, I'm kind of gonna point out to the group, I'm like, I think he might have also been a witness. I've heard a name, Old Benji, tossed about, and witnesses not coming forth, and kind of shy with what happened with that murder. He might know some things. But we also need to stop Kuno from hanging in the morning. I don't think he did it.
No, I don't believe Kuno murdered
I don't either.
that elf either.
Let's cut to
This leaves us
Rava
in
real
quite a
quick.
predicament.
Rava, you feel that your legs are getting a little jelly, and you need to walk around a little bit.
Yeah.
You have,
Where am I walking to?
you have, well,
Wherever you be.
upstairs to bed, or maybe to get another drink. You have essentially, I want to say, how much gold have you made?
A lot.
You made 14,
I've made like 10.
7. Okay,
At least?
you've made at least another 6 gold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no beating. There's no winning.
Sugar mama over here.
You do feel like
Fucking
you
money
feel
back Rava.
you feel like you know, you're doing pretty well, but you don't seem to realize that at the end of the day, this gold is kind of not really worth much, especially in Murkwatch. Maybe back home it might be, but you'll soon notice that, like, considering the ale has been free, the only
And the lodging is free.
and the lodging is free. The only things that seem to cost money are services and, I mean, rarer, more unique kind of beverages that are still, yet again, not been opened on the wall because nobody seems to want to spend the money. So what are you doing,
Okay.
Rava?
I'll go head over to the group and
Okay.
catch up with them. Since I haven't seen them all night.
You just come up with
So,
like
hey,
a pouch full of money.
Just jingling. So what have you guys been up to all night? I haven't seen you.
Rava, we saw this thing that was almost a giant. It was this huge bugbear.
What?
This guy was enormous.
That's crazy.
Even though the
I
pattern
saw a
was the rose
rabbit.
next to him.
What?
Yeah, a rabbit.
Rabbit.
It was talking and playing cards.
I'm actually
I'm
quite.
pretty sure
Man,
it was
would I
real.
know that
Have you-
rabbit?
Oh yeah, you know
Have
Bernard.
You had too much to drink.
Have
You-
you,
you-
been drinking?
Yeah, that's what I
You've
was
lost.
thinking.
You've lost a few hands of gold to Bernard.
Got it. Yeah, Bernard? Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuck that
He's
rabbit.
taken my money too many times.
Really? That's kind of surprising. I found it pretty easy to get it off him.
You know what? It's hard to count when you're drunk.
That is true.
Are
So
you
what have you
both
guys been
not
up to?
drunk?
What have you been up to?
We were
Yeah.
we were investigating a murder.
Oh, the
Oh, but-
murder that Great Lady Greyhawk was talking about?
And then keep your voice down.
Yeah.
We still have to watch people in the tavern.
Oh,
Shush.
sorry.
Keep your excitement
you-
down, child.
What did you find out? Did you guys find out anything?
We found out a slew of a bit of information here and there. I don't
Mhm.
know if the middle of the tavern would be the best place to speak, though, considering there's commoners and
You guys need some you know, privacy upstairs.
And-
I mean, plenty of bedding.
yes, please, Emilio.
There's bandits.
There you go. Right.
Banana.
What?
Yes.
Banana, go upstairs to the timeout corner.
Yourself.
We just roll perception for these three bandits. All right. Okay, so one of the Emilio points to the stairs. Rehousing, take a bunk. Bunk in the chest for every single one of you guys. I guess I'll
Thank
see
you, Emilio.
see you in the morning. He gives you
Timing.
you know, a jovial good night, and then he returns to cleaning his mugs.
He says this, and Pandad's just like, wait, am I getting an upgrade from the broom closet?
You know fully well, Pandad, that you don't fit in any of the rooms.
You're right.
So
Darn.
I'll try and remove
Pandad,
some of the
maybe we could
carpets.
get you a pillow or two.
He's got those carpets. They're pretty comfy.
Yeah, fine. They're pretty warm. They might have been torn a little bit. Sorry.
I'll catch you lotters in the morning. Breakfast is at 6.
Breakfast.
I hope you like porridge.
Breakfast is at 6. Benji's supposed to leave at 5. And the kid's gonna be hung tomorrow. A busy day.
All right. So you guys all
Busy
head
day.
upstairs.
Yeah, outdoor.
Yes.
Are we
Uh,
chatting upstairs?
Yeah,
Does
you're
Pandad head
chatting
upstairs?
upstairs. Yeah, you can all head upstairs. Let me just solve this issue where I can do this. Okay, so
Pandad downs his beer and grabs another one before going.
oh, of course, of course.
Wait, what room are we all
Can you
sharing?
can you guys just move here? There we go. Put you guys selves outside, I guess, unless you can manage to put yourselves in here.
I managed this despite my hand cramping because keyboard and mouse is
Yeah.
a sin.
Quit your
Wait.
bitchin', woman.
Open the door.
Yeah, open the door.
Open the door.
Hold the door.
We're going upstairs.
Hold the door, please.
I'll go upstairs.
Bean, you sound like Jody with the fucking open your door.
Open this
No.
door.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
You teleported in. All right, so you guys
I'm
are.
like, who's these three
Hey.
people? Then it's Nox and fucking Sin.
Yeah,
I'm
Nox
Ah.
and Sin have been asleep since they got here. They've been, Nox is technically not there. He's got some other things he's been doing, but other than that, all right, you guys, you have 2 rooms to choose from. There's a room
Oh
on
God, how long has Wayne Fist? It's been past
this
the fuck
side
out.
here. Oh, he's been asleep all night.
Oh my
And
God,
he's
gonna be the
passing
only
here.
well-rested one.
So we can say that you guys are sharing a room.
Yes,
Yeah,
Rabbit's
there's
going
enough.
with
There's
Sin.
enough. There's enough areas. Panda, you don't sleep in those rooms, but you do. You can get in and
I
sit
get my
down.
broom closet. I
Yeah,
get
yeah.
it.
So what's the conversation? You can have a
I-
conversation, I
I-
guess.
I walk in, I duck, and I'm
I
just
will,
like hunched over.
I will. Can I get a perception check out of everybody? Because actually, no. Just out of Shay with advantage. Because Panda's also kind of being a little quiet about it too. So
With advantage, so
With
let's roll
advantage.
it on again.
you basically are checking to
'cause
see
that's
if
6.
you're.
God
Wow.
damn- All right,
right.
11.
Okay.
Wait,
Who
what?
has the better perception? It'll be you. You're a cleric.
Me?
Yeah. Oh, well, you're a
I'm not there.
paladin.
Wait,
No,
no,
yeah, you're a
yeah.
paladin. You're a bugberry. What did you just say?
I mean, my perception is I have a fucking +5 to it, but I mean, shit.
Okay. Well, you think that the room that you're in doesn't have any holes, or it could probably keep all of your voices quiet. You think?
But
You know-
I
you
mean, so long as we whisper, it should be
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I mean, there are sleeping people next door. These are also shared with all the other mercenaries and other colleagues and stuff that you don't necessarily know the names of. So
Okay, so there's a slew of sleeping people,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we're just
yeah.
like out in the hall whispering.
you have like a room. You managed to find a room that's empty with enough beds there where you can all like climb in and sit in. Panda knows that he can't sleep in any of these rooms, can't fit them, but he can fit in the room to at least have a conversation.
Okay.
I just want to say there's like a bed out back in like the alleyway or something that's just broken that Pandad tried to sleep in and it just
It's-
shattered.
There's
Or
a
Panda.
broken bed.
Panda's a big dude.
He's like 8.5
I
feet
know.
tall and
So
like
it's-
380 pounds or some shit like that.
God damn.
Okay, so we
Peneneth is yawning wildly.
Okay, so Penance is sleepy. Okay, so you have let's give it 5 minutes to discuss what
Yeah,
you guys are
just
gonna do for the morning.
Sight of beds is making him tired. Like reality.
So, in the morning, we have Benji who's leaving at 5. He did offer to hold back a day, perhaps. Maybe we could convince him to do that in the morning.
Yeah.
Then obviously
Did
breakfast
he
is
say
at
a
6.
day
We
or
can't.
just a little time?
He didn't specify, so maybe we can get him to hold back enough for us to not, for us to interrupt the execution tomorrow.
He said we could delay it.
He did
Mhm.
mention that is how he worded it.
Yeah.
So if we can get him to delay his departure, that would be useful. Then we can all attend breakfast at 6, because breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Panini.
Mm.
That means you have to eat breakfast.
I don't want any more of that swamp beer.
Well, what do you mean any more of the swamp beer, Panenith?
What, did you guys not know she was drinking?
Shay, it's alright. I sorted it out.
Yeah, you
No, no, no,
allowed
no.
you allowed
It's
the
a
child to
child.
drink.
It's free beer.
Free.
That's all they had to drink.
You're
It's
Anyway,
true.
you're
It's
a
all they have.
child.
So anyway, what about the knife I got?
Yes, the dagger.
Yes.
It didn't have any. Pull it out so we can look at it.
Shiny, look.
Excuse me.
We can get a perception check on people who were wanting to look at it in more detail.
Does that include me?
I mean, if you're looking at it,
Oh,
Oh,
not
you
20.
gotta be
Nat
kidding me.
Nat 20.
That was a bad roll.
Panda immediately just reaches forward, and in his huge like paws, he
I
kind
got a
of he
10.
kind
I
of
got a
pulls it.
2
He
plus
pulls it
3.
from your
That's a bad
grip,
roll, I know.
Penenef. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
Oh,
like,
let me see that.
he's like, ha, ha. Interesting. There is some blood on this.
Mm-hmm.
It's engraved into the crevice of the scabbard or the hilt.
The blood
Yeah.
itself is engraved?
No. Like basically, think of it as it's been. The blood is washed off of the blade and just kind of stained the hilt.
Gotcha.
Mm.
So Bean's hand, Penenef's hand is like, I mean, naturally kind of grubby because of the druid nature, but you didn't notice that it was vaguely sticky.
And is that the most that we've all gleaned from it? Since
Yes.
there's
Panda just-
nothing else familiar about this to me?
Not to you, no.
Okay.
So the
Granddad
dagger...
makes like a my hands are sticky gesture, essentially, after like touching, like, what the?
Okay.
Pandad, when did this murder take place?
Roughly a week ago.
So the body's been sitting there roughly a week. That means the dagger's been in that bush for roughly a week. It isn't a marsh, so if the blood could have been washed off in the rain.
Mm.
It has
There's
been
also
very
plants
humid
growing
here.
around it.
Yep.
That is
plants
also
growing around
true.
it too. Yep.
So, mayhaps this is our murder weapon?
That'd be the murder weapon.
Perhaps.
But that would mean it's the man's own dagger that he was stabbed with?
Well, if it
From the story that you collaborated with your witness, it
Yeah.
did look like they had turned on the third man when Kuno had spotted them.
Yeah.
And he was stabbed in the back and fell down some stairs. So,
doesn't explain why Kuno was smeared in blood, but I guess the splatter of the fall.
or he was,
Maybe Kuno wasn't smeared in blood whenever they found him. Or his two assailants did chase him. Maybe they planted the blood on him.
Mm.
I can't say.
But then
Maybe.
That's assumption.
Kuno
No,
would
this
know.
is Shay discussing with the group.
Yeah. I say
You haven't
we
been allowed
try
to talk to
delay
Kuno,
the
so
yeah, we haven't been able to talk to Kuno. I say we try to delay Benji from going, and if
Mhm.
he doesn't want to delay, we try to delay him somehow.
Well, it's in
Try
his best
again.
interest to delay, because if we're able to delay, instead of a small number of us going with him as guards, he can have all of us accompany him.
Yep.
Which will keep the Dragonfire secure and his wallet fat.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I agree with
we
Shay.
should convince him to delay, and then we try to free Kuno somehow.
I do think that we should at least attempt to clear Kuno's name, because I don't believe he did this.
He doesn't look like a guy that did it to me.
Panda,
From what
you've
it
been here
sounds
the
like.
longest. Have you met Kuno before?
have not.
Not.
He is not in your circle.
Okay.
Not somebody I know, but from the witnesses' standpoint, I would assume that it's not him. There's two other witnesses that have been brought up before. Again, old Benji, who might be, I'm assuming, the same Benji that we're trying to delay tomorrow, as well as somebody else named Terry. They've not really come forth about any of the information they've seen, but they've been mentioned as witnesses to this.
Somebody named what now?
Gold, Benji, and Terry.
And Terry.
Hmm.
There's some people that live in the neighborhood. They heard some things, they saw some things, but nobody really knows what things they heard or saw.
The
All right,
music
well.
from downstairs starts to settle. Like the bard almost like goes, ah, cheers off, like, and the music just stops, like cuts dead.
He's been
Dear
giving a
frogs.
killer performance for hours now.
Oh well, him and a couple of poets stuff have been on.
Poets.
Yeah, so it's getting
Oh,
getting
and
late.
the sun's up. Okay.
Uh,
Is it
well,
daytime?
It's not. I changed it. Give me a second.
Oh God, you scared me. I need a
Oh
nap.
shit, we've been
There we
talking here
go.
all night. Jesus Christ.
Okay, good.
Sleepy.
Wayne Fist gets it immersion.
So you guys,
Oh.
the music stops, and you hear like stairs start coming up. People start clawing into themselves into the bed.
Everyone scatter.
The night is kind of calling it. You find yourself drawing a bit more quiet now because of the of the whole assembly hall kind of just reaching that point where they just can't keep awake anymore. They have a busy morning tomorrow.
We can all discuss more in the morning if need be, but for now, I think we should get some rest.
Okay,
Does
so
Pandad
I
have
agree.
the dagger now, or does Peneneth have the
I
dagger?
mean, do you give it back?
I'll give it back. Yeah.
Okay,
I
give it
don't
back.
need
Give the dagger back to the child.
I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
still doing
Give-
the same thing. Like, sticky. Yeah, sticky.
Panda.
Hand it back
Give-
to him.
yeah, give the
Sticky dagger.
give the dagger back to the child. Yeah.
Dad, you can't bully my adopted gremlin of a child. Give that back.
I'm
Okay,
not
so
bullying them.
so
I
Panda.
gave them beer.
I also.
It's right, he helped me get beer.
Okay, so you guys find yourself a bunk. You drop off your gear essentially.
I'll share a room in here
I
with.
sleep with my gear
Shay.
on. I'm so tired. I just fall into bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we'll cut to the morning, and since
Two
it's getting to the end of the session, we're gonna cut to the morning. And give us a scenario. So we'll do it in the same order again. So Ruby, what time do you wake up tomorrow?
Crack of dawn, so I could do my exercises.
Crack of dawn. So 6
Well-
o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay. So you wake up late. Does anyone wake up early?
Yes,
I get
actually.
Pandad
Yes.
does.
We
I'm
Okay.
not gonna
have to
sleep
get-
all night.
We have to get up early
Yeah.
to stop.
Okay. Right. So nerd is the first
So
one to wake.
how about this? I get up when.
Who's nerd?
Sorry.
Shay gets
Just
up
I'm
again.
trying to talk over like 19 people. Okay. Give me a second. Right.
Who's
Okay.
19?
17.
Wayne
I don't know.
Fists is the first to wake up because he's been sleeping all day.
Wayne-
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Okay.
What do you do, Wayne Fists?
Seeing that, is the sun even up yet?
It is. It's getting to dawn. It's getting to. I'll allow this like almost like this. Like you can see the morning sun coming over the horizon from the window.
I'll make my way down to try to find some food.
You
Trying to be quiet.
Yep. You notice that as you reach the bottom of the
Did you
stairs.
apply? You didn't apply that to
I'll hit
You didn't
apply.
apply it to
Thank
us.
you.
Apply it
So I hit I'll hit a. So I hit apply. There you go. When you go downstairs, you notice that there's already a bunch of people awake, mostly staff. There's some bowls left out, porridge, some weird fruits that you've not really seen before. They're basically like almost kind of like very varying versions of like fruit and plums and pears. Not familiar to where you're from, but kind of taste the same. Slightly sweeter, slightly sour. These kind of things.
All right. Is who's tending the bar this morning?
Emilio is at is not up, so it will be the never sleeping Garnick Steel Muffin, who is essentially he's sitting in the corner, yeah, like collapsed on top of one of the barrels with his legs like spread, like he's like almost like he's like riding it, and his eyes are closed as you approach the bar.
I'm just going to kind of grab some food and sit by the fire. Not really going to disturb them,
Mhm.
and just kind of hang out until the others wake up.
He appreciates that. All right. Who else is waking up then, while Nerd is helping himself to breakfast?
Granddad would probably be waking up early.
Yep. Okay. Panda makes his way downstairs. Are you gonna wake anybody else up, or are you just gonna wait for people to wake up?
I thought we were doing a turn order thing.
We are, but like, I mean, if you are waking up, you can literally go, "Hey, get the fuck up!" Like, that is an option.
Yeah.
Kenneth is awake, but he's afraid to come out by himself, so he's just kind of like listening for sounds of other people moving. And the cat man was so quiet that he didn't
hear it.
the cat
Okay, you
man
would have
go.
heard Panda coming down the stairs.
Yeah. Granddad's just basically going down to go find Benji. Go talk to him. See about
I
delaying
suggest
the
Shay
trip.
should wake up Ruby because she's a lazy.
Yeah. Since it's nice and early, Shay's gonna get herself up. A solid 4:45. Get herself dressed. That way she has her fucking armor on again.
Okay.
Um,
You hear from outside the riling of horses, almost like this happens every
Wake
morning.
up Ruby.
They have they got to get the animals fed. They got to get them sorted. They got to get them
Oh, someone
saddled.
needs to wake us up.
Calm down, Gemma. Calm down. You're up.
Right, fine.
Okay.
Sorry.
Ruby
So-
ever patient.
So you hear that as you come down the outside steps, because this doesn't have an internal set of stairs. It's got an external one, so you can kind of see over the you can see over to where the stables are from when you're climbing out of the bedrooms.
We can hear the horses.
You can hear the horses being like saddled, etc.
Like for the
No.
Benji's
Just
trip.
like you can just hear that they're they're being sorted, like they're awake. The farm hands are up. They're doing their usual
Okay.
morning.
Gotcha.
I like it to be noted that Dad just gets up and just walks downstairs. He doesn't do anything to get ready. Just
Not-
just
yeah,
gets up and out. Love it.
It's me.
Penennis is not much of a bather, shower. He slept in his clothes, so he's just.
Shay is going to spend a moment or two to wake up Ruby. She's gonna go over and like smack the shit out of the bedpost.
Okay.
Ruby, it's early as fuck. Get up. We have shit to do. Come on.
Fine.
Okay. So you guys are up, and you head downstairs. You head downstairs. You see Wayne Fist sitting at the fire, basically kind of comfortable, made himself very settled.
And the food is in this bar area.
The bar is basically lined with bowls, and it's almost just like help yourself. Like they do. Think of it as like a mess hall kind of thing. They know like they're meant to feed their army.
Are these foods that Penenith knows because they're from here? Or
This
were
food
they
is
shipped
literally
in?
it's fruits and stuff that you are familiar with, but it's also like there's this weird thing that that a lot of people kind of like lean into, which is more of a porridge like thing. Beets, chickpeas, that kind of stuff. Like really like kind of oaty, kind of more of a you want to say stew, but it definitely is a bit more breakfasty. Yeah.
My favorite, a breakfast stew.
It's not even a stewy. But it is in a boiled stock with like, it's meant to be a
That smells
porridge,
nice in here.
but it's not. It's made with bog water. You can tell. You don't
So
want to think
stewage.
about it. You don't want to think about it. It's
It's
made with
made
bog
with the
water.
beer.
Yeah.
It's
They mixed
Ruby's
the
gonna
beer
go
in.
and Get herself some food and stuff.
Penenith excitedly eats anything that looks familiar to him,
Okay.
even
okay.
if it
The
tastes
fruits
a
and
little
stuff.
weird.
Yeah. No, you're familiar
Yeah,
with those then. Okay.
He's so excited. He just
And walks over here.
he's jumping from bowl to bowl of. He's skipping all the other things because he's so excited. and he's calling out whatever those fruits are by name,
Mhm.
by elven name, and he's just so excited. He's just like shoving food in his mouth.
Okay. As you all approach and sit down and sit around, grabbing chairs and sitting around, thinking, what is the plan?
Well, we gotta go
Um,
talk to
Yeah, gotta go
Benji.
talk to Benji. So Shay's going to grab herself a bowl of a fruit out of one of the bowls, I guess, or whatever the fuck. And while munching on her fruit, is gonna make her way over to Benji.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
essentially what Pandad's doing. Just grabbing a fruit and just going
Okay.
off to Benji.
He's not currently in here. None of these people are here. This is empty right now.
Do we know where we had a meetings place? I'm guessing.
You
for, right?
did. You did. It'll be by the stables.
Yeah,
Which
I'm in the wrong spot.
technically, I can move this guy out of the way. Let's do this real quick.
Penaneth is gonna shove as many of the little fruits and stuff he can in his little pack. Yum yum yum. Because he knows that they're gonna go on it.
So before
I
we
guess I'll
before
follow
we
as
do
well.
that, Wayne Fists, you finish your breakfast and you notice that these people have come downstairs, completely ignored you, and just walked right past.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, we've had no introduction to him yet. Like, he went straight to bed the other day.
Yep. I don't
Hey,
know
Wayne.
Wayne Fist.
Hey, Wayne,
Yes.
come on, let's go.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, Penaneth sees the cat man. I was like, oh,
Technically, I'm assuming that
did you
Rava.
meet me on
I'm-
the boat?
Yeah, I'm assuming that Rava, Sin, and Wayne, right? Wayne Fists are pretty chummy, considering they spent most of the boat chatting and enjoying each other's company.
Yeah.
Did you guys all have a nice sleep?
Wayne, do you remember?
Yeah, I won a lot of gold last night.
Oh, nice. I slept very well.
Um,
No one
You
even
guys
came
coming
into
or
my
what?
room to wake me up. So that was super nice. I'm glad that you guys all crowded into your own rooms and gave me my own.
no one slept in the same room that you did.
No one did. Not a single person put their mini in my room. And I had the nice bed. You guys all slept on cots.
Hey, I
I'm a
break all the beds. I couldn't do that.
I'm a kid. I figured I'd sleep on my cot. They wouldn't let me take a nice.
So what adventures are we going on today?
I'm only allowed
Well,
in
we
the
have
closet.
we have quite the list of tasks today. We have to delay Benji's travel.
Who's talking to me? I'm looking around. I hear a voice, but I don't see anybody.
Shay, she's literally like right in front of you.
Oh, okay.
We have to delay Benji's travel to the north. That way he has protection whenever we're ready to leave, and we're also going to attempt to delay a prisoner's execution because a fair number of us are fairly certain he did not do it.
Oh, is the Benji guy a liar?
No, Benji is a liar?
Did anybody ask? Did anybody think that he was lying, or did you guys just all believe him?
No, Benji asked us to accompany him northward because he has to deliver 6 barrels of dragonfire.
Okay.
I wouldn't say he's a liar because the route he's going is after a few hours out there's a camp for the
It's called North Camp so far.
bloody.
The North Camp is
Things.
where he's delivering things, which is what you've never been there, Panda. You've never gone that far north, but you are familiar with the wagon trade heading up to North Camp.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm all about leaving, so lead the way.
I wouldn't also have been able to announce that, I guess, because I'm outside.
All right, so you guys are heading to.
We need to head to the stables to delay Benji first and foremost, I think.
Okie dokie. You can see that a familiar figure, which is our boy Shrek.
Correct.
Donkey. Sorry.
Where's the stables?
It is over on.
Thank
Over
you,
here.
Gemma.
You're welcome.
But on your way, on your exit of said. Anyway, let me just do this too. Sorry, trying to apply.
Nighttime again.
Oh,
There we go.
frogs.
Stanky swamp. Love
Oh,
it.
it's daytime with frogs.
It's daytime with frogs. Yeah. You see our boy, Saul.
My boy.
Having a chat with Arkin and Kira. Almost as if they're they're discussing the investigation or whatever before you guys head off towards the stable.
Seeing the three of them, instead of going to the stable, fuck, Benji would leave if we talked to them.
Pandad's heading to the stable.
Okay.
Okay, Pandad's headed to the stable. Shay. So everyone has noticed the three of them chatting.
We'll say that like Shay has, Waynefist has not, because and neither has Rava, because they don't know those people. They
What about me?
they kind of
What
know
about
them.
Ruby?
Ruby, I think since you're lazy and you didn't wake up when you said you were gonna wake up to do your exercises, and
Yeah.
I'll say you didn't notice them on your way out. And
So I go
Peneneth,
with Panda then.
I mean, if you want to, yes.
Okay.
But yeah, Peneneth and Shay, what are you guys doing? What do you guys want to do?
Okay, so if we delay the guy, we can all talk to them together as a group. And
it looks, I will say, from
We don't
what
need a
you
whole
see,
group to delay a guy.
I will say
exactly, that's what I'm thinking too.
I will say that, like, from what they're having, it looks like they're having quite a heated discussion.
Oh.
Let's get closer. Let's listen.
Yeah, Shay's gonna walk up a fair distance, trying to get within earshot.
What's
without
earshot? How close is earshot? Like
How close do you want to get?
I
Do you want to make it kind of obvious by just like walking straight up to them, or do you want to, like, hide behind a wall or whatever?
I have disadvantage on stealth.
Yep.
Me trying to hide is
Well, then,
a failed attempt already. I can smell it.
Well, it sounds like a call.
Before approaching, I could let Peneneth attempt to sneak their way in.
I like how Rava's already here hiding in the corner.
Yep, Rava's all
Is-
for
is-
adventure.
Is
I
Rava?
also have a disadvantage on stealth.
Yep.
Why? You're so tiny.
It's
I have
because of
very
your
clunky
armor.
armor.
Oh.
Also,
Gotcha.
a big bag of gold hanging from her backside.
Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Right. Yeah, I don't know where I would go. This is my quandary looking at this, where we're set up. Or presuming that maybe there's more little ferns along the way. Would this location put me in hearing distance of them?
Yes, but they do see you standing there watching them.
So I need a different.
I mean, if you wanted to say that you were going to do it stealthily, I would allow you to, like, make a roll for it. But, they are in the open. They're
Just
in the
army
open.
crawl through the bushes.
They're in the open. They're having an
What
open
if
discussion.
Yeah.
What about
they're
this
just in
spot?
the
Is
open. I
this
don't-
spot in hearing way over here?
You'd have to sneak around.
You'd
them
have to sneak
begin with.
around them. But yeah, sure.
Do they recognize Peneneth? Do
Oh
they know
yes,
who
they
Peneneth is?
they know who Peneneth is, because they've.
Yeah,
Peneneth
I think our best
has come up and literally tugged on both of their jackets at one point.
Right.
Who's Peneneth?
Well, hey, I'm the little dude. I'm the little.
Never mentioned
Dude
your
of-
name to Pandad yet.
I haven't.
I got
Yep.
the name. I got the name
actually
from
no.
everybody else.
Peneneth's name was mentioned whenever Shay introduced herself
Yeah.
to Pandad.
Yeah. That's the only time I got the name.
Well, then let's just walk up to him and be like,
yeah,
"Morning, guys,"
I think that's our
What's
best
up?
bet here.
and we can listen. We can slowly stroll up
So-
to them. Is there a barrel around
No, there's
here?
no barrels. No barrels. That's on the dock side. All right, so you you get close enough to hear them have the argument. You see that the Harkin is kind of saying, "Right, okay, so let's get this straight. You're trying to say that that our mercenaries are the ones that you want to say what caused corruption in this investigation by actually trying to solve things. I'm very confused by this." Kira's like,
Shay, stop. And Penenneth is
Nope.
gonna grab Shay's coat, pull it on her back.
Yes, Banana.
I think they're talking about it.
They are. I've noticed that.
and Kira immediately, let's see. Can I get a? No, you know what? I don't need anything. Give me a second. Okay.
I don't need anything.
Kira immediately looks over. She can see you. She then leans back almost, hand on her sword. And she says, you know, I was kind of hoping that you would make it a little harder, Saul. But corruption into my city guard is something that I take with all due, with utmost disrespect in the way that you are treating my name. I hired you to do a job. You have given me nothing but excuses since you started the job, and now you're trying to, what? Blame it on some other people that have had literally just shown up to try and solve this case, even though you've been at it for an entire week. Is that what I'm trying to get straight here? And you kind of get the idea where the conversation's going.
Oh, he's about to get arrested or worse. Yeah, I think I'm gonna continue what I was doing beforehand and just continue approaching a little bit.
Can I get a dexterity check from...
Dex?
Yes, dexterity check from Shay.
Yeah, I
Just
guess
check.
if someone's about to swing on me, I guess.
Oh, Shay, baby. What the baby?
Come on.
Baby, come on, baby.
14.
You
Oh,
know,
heck.
okay. With that, I'm gonna say that you noticed that that Saul seems to be going for his weapon. What do you want to do? He doesn't know you're there, by the way. He's facing the wrong way.
If he's reaching for his, Shay is going to grab her warhammer, ready herself, and speaking in a very firm tone. Fucking don't.
Intimidation
I
check.
wouldn't do that if I was you. That's
Intimidation.
what I would do.
Come on.
Intimidation. Alright, let's
Intimidation.
do that.
You have good charisma, Mars.
You have advantage, by the way, as well.
Because he
Alright,
doesn't see you. Don't even think about it. You got booby got boo boo.
That's a 16 with advantage. Let's see. Fucking eat that bitch up there.
That's enough. It's enough. It's enough. You.
And it's 16.
He flinches as soon as you say the words, and he doesn't even like. And then Kira's just smiling, and then she looks at you. Yes. Well, I have to thank you very much. What was it, Shay? Well done.
Indeed.
Well done. Yes, so you were right, Harkin. Seems that this guy is, I would say, turncoat, pretending. I think we should throw him in the jail and, maybe try letting our adventurers here try and solve the actual investigation, considering, this idiot seems to think that we're stupid. And he looks to, Harkin, who's kind of, like, quite chuffed with himself as well. He's not as tired. He clearly got his rest, and he's standing up straight. He doesn't have his book in his hand this time, so he's clearly still off duty, but he's like looking at Shay and then Penenef going, yes, well, seems that we have a good batch with us. Excuse me, and then like he turns around, two guards come from behind them, and you, Penenef and Rava, you notice that there is at least two people behind you with crossbows that have been aimed in the general direction that you didn't notice before. They're not aiming at you. They're aiming at like the actual. That's why they're standing out in the open.
Where?
Where?
They're not on the board. This is
They're
In my
fucking-
mind's eye.
it's make believe. I'm not
Between
I'm not
us
putting
and the-
every
and
I'm
the-
not putting
Role
every
playing.
model down. I'll be here
Between
all
us
All of a
night.
and the
sudden, there's a
pub?
theater in my mind.
Yes,
Dear
here's the
God,
theater.
they're in the
Yeah.
trees.
Like where these dice are, these like over towards the behind it. So.
Basically, if you wanted to really know, there's like one up here in a window. You know, like that, just all kinds of like that kind of thing. You
Right,
know, like
got
they're
it.
they're watching like quietly. The two guards
Okay.
take Saul and they just push him down the road. And while that's happening, we'll cut to Pandad and the rest of the crew, and then we'll yeah, here we go.
Pandad's up to.
So, Wayne Fists and Pandad and Ruby end up popping up around.
Mm-hmm.
These are two different guards, by the way. This is not the Kenku and Eric. These are two different guys. You don't recognize these dudes.
Is it
but
John?
It's not John. No, it's not John. No. It's not John.
Yeah, the first
John, is
shift.
that you? No.
These are two you don't recognize. Clearly not from your
Got it.
night cycle.
Got it.
They're not even talking to you. They're just letting you through. Like the scene has been cleaned up. You can see that the body's missing. The horses
Only took 'em a week.
are being put to work, being collected for each of the thingies. I don't actually have. Where is he? Where's Benji? There he is. You just grab Benji real quick.
Old Benjamin.
Do-do-do-do. Where's Benji? There he is. Okay. So Benji is basically here, and he's talking to. Do-do-do-do. Talking to the stable master, Candace.
The one that was with you last night.
Candace sees that you approach, and she goes timid, and then she immediately just turns around, and then she heads towards the to her house.
Her house.
Yeah.
Runs away.
It's nice to see you guys. Are you ready to leave?
Well, we're wondering if you might be able to delay a little bit. We're trying to bring somebody out of a guilty verdict that should be innocent.
Oh, I see. Yeah, right. No, that's fair enough. I mean, you know, putting someone guilty away makes a lot of sense. But when you've got an innocent person, you wouldn't put it past the you know, the bloody Scabbards to do something so conniving.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I mean, do you want me to? I can maybe put it up to like midday, but we can't leave it too late because I don't like being out there in the dark. It's gonna take at least 6 hours to get there, so midday would be like when I plan to leave.
Midday? Alright. Yeah, definitely. We'll try to be back here to help protect you.
That's good. That's good. I've got me, my friend, and my man, and that'll be it. So, is it just you three? Or...
Oh, we got more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Our whole group will probably.
like how many more?
I'm gonna kind of look back at the group and be like, how many of them are you? And, like, notice the tabaxi is there. It's like, I didn't meet that one.
I poked my head around from petting the horse. I think there's like 6. I don't know. I couldn't keep track of you guys last night.
Yeah, is it 7?
7? Right, okay. A well-armed look, right? And he walks over and basically he kind of takes his hand and he puts it over Ruby's axe and kind of like strokes down the axe to see if it's sharp. He goes, oh, bloody hell. You know what, I don't think we'll have any more of them. Not with a big bastard like you.
Damn straight.
Be back here by midday, or at least try to be, and come help you out.
Right then, I'll cut you to the front of the front city. You know where the north map is, yeah? And he points out to where the stables lead off to, and you'll notice there's a big farmland there. But there's a road that's kind of like there's like a clearing that looks like it's been freshly burnt with Dragonfire. Yeah. And it's already like halfway covered in moss. But he says by midday that'll be clear. We'll have the horses set up, and we'll be leaving then. I look forward to seeing all 8 or whatever many of you are there are.
Sounds
Anyway,
good.
you better get off. And
Yep.
he shakes you off, and then he turns around and then heads back up the stairs. Like this way.
I went from 6 to 7 to 8.
Yep.
Guys,
Yeah, there's
do we
two that
do
are
we need
still sleeping.
weapons for this? Because I don't have any weapons. I mean, I have these. And I whip out my claws.
Are you with these folks too? I don't even know who's who in here.
Yeah, I'm just following you
Yeah.
guys around. But I don't have any weapons. Do I need one?
Sounds like we might need some.
That'll be fine.
Also, I'm Panda and reach out to shake her hand.
He's
I
almost like
retract my
5
claws and
times.
Shake your hand.
He's almost like 5 times the size as you.
Do I know him from the boat?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So I don't have to introduce myself. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we. Other than Pandad, everybody spent a month with me on the
Yeah,
boat.
yeah.
I've
Pandad
been
is the
here
only
for a
one
few
that doesn't know people on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So you guys return back to here. This guy is no longer here. Okay. Cutting to Shay, basically having a conversation with the two
Yes.
with the 2 leaders, the 2 city watch leaders, and the bookkeeper of the Greyhawks. Do you have any questions, Shay? Beneneth?
No, but Shay
Rather.
will take some of the time while the others are coming back this way to try and explain what they had uncovered last night
Okay.
and how they felt that Saul was kind of just giving them the runaround
Yeah.
so that they didn't report what they found. And Shay's gonna wait for the rest of the group to return before
Okay.
actually reporting everything.
You'll notice that there is a like Harkin is kind of just like very kind of impressed. He's like his brow is furrowed and he's very much like, yes, we know that this event has kind of led us into a situation that we can't exactly ignore anymore. We did plant the rumor that the elf was somebody, more important than he actually was. It's a shame what happened to the poor lad, but at the same time we needed to try and get these bloody Scabbards out of hiding. And I think this was one of the first mistakes that they've ever tried to, do, especially in Murkwatch. So congratulations on catching that. I will say, this doesn't solve our bandit issue, but it does give us one less tentacle to deal with. Did you have any luck finding the 6 barrels yet?
No, we haven't had any luck finding the Dragonfire barrels. However, we were approached by a man the night before. I believe his name was Benji. He asked us to accompany him along his path to the North Watch while he's delivering
Yes.
another 6 barrels.
Yes, I've never met Benji. I think he was one of the witnesses, yes?
That is what some of us in the group came to the conclusion of.
Yes, him and his boy Terry, I think. Yes, well, we will interrogate the soul and try and get some more information, and we will let you know what happens. We're not planning. We have the ruse of getting old Kuno arrested. Luckily, he's playing along quite nicely. We have a problem though, and that's we still know that there are some people in this town who are not allegedly with our organization. So I'm looking for. It would be very nice to know if they had a home base and if we could find it. That's essentially what we've been trying to do for the last month. ever since those 6 barrels were stolen, we've had no luck, and seems to be like the only time that we have had one step in our advantage rather than being on the back foot. So, any information you can glean on or share is much appreciated. And Hira basically says yes, and thank you for saving me there. She just basically hods off and things that way. She's very like, almost kind of like, kind of annoyed that you were faster, but being respectful about it.
At least she's respectful about it. The prior night we did actually, while investigating the body, my friend here, Peninith, noticed that he had a red scabbard and belt on him that matched that of 3 of the tavern's patrons last night.
I see. Right. Can you I don't know if we want to scare them. Can you point them out, or?
They were all wearing matching uniforms of some matching with degrees of variety.
They had like different tunics and stuff on, but their belt was the same.
Yeah.
That was basically the
The belt and scabbard type, yeah. And they look to be 2 of them are human, fairly gruff looking, and 1 possibly a half elf. We couldn't quite tell in the tavern without getting too close and noticed.
All right. Well, what I will do is I will assign a guard for the assembly hall. Keep an eye out. I'll also let Amelia know to perhaps watch people's purses and keep an eye on that. Other than that, I think you've done a good job so far.
Thank you, Harkin. It was a large group effort.
Yes, and Harkin basically walks over to Pandad, and he looks at him. He looks at him, and then he goes, if she's only giving you a hard time because she's she's glad that one of her men has survived. So try and take that into consideration, Pandad.
I will. I wish we had helped about, but
and
glad I can still help the cause.
Yeah. So Harkin goes, right. Well, you guys better get off to work, and I will. What's your next mission? Have you taken to another interesting lead to the investigation?
We were going to accompany Benji on his path northward because Pandad had mentioned that there were large amounts of bandit activity up there, and we were figuring that if they were going to try to attack another shipment of dragonfire, it would be there.
Right, so protecting the dragonfire that's going out today.
Indeed.
Okay, well, and you know what? That'll be good. So I guess we'll see you in 3 days then.
With Tyr's blessing, yes, we will.
Oh, great. Well, you better hop to it then. Try to look out for yourselves out there. It's rough. We have no reinforcements any further than the city. So with Tyr's blessing, I grant you a good day. And he turns off.
You as well, Harkin.
And he walks away, unless anyone else wants to stop him before the question.
No, we know that
nothing.
Kuno's okay. Kuno's safe, right? So we don't need to ask about that.
For now, Kuno's safe. Yep.
Yeah, he mentioned that Kuno wasn't going to be executed and that
Kuno was in on it.
Yeah, it was a bit of a farce.
Do we want to see if we can talk to Kuno
I would love to
before
talk
we
to
leave?
Kuno.
I mean, we do have time considering we have to be out of town by midday, and it is still pretty
Kuno
early
don't
in the
talk to nobody.
Kuno talk to nobody.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go chat with Kuno. Okay.
Speaking
Yeah.
of which, I'll find that out on
Yeah,
Tuesday.
you're gonna be very disappointed because it is technically 3.5 hours in, so we're gonna end.
Ah, yes, that is true.
So what we will do
Kuno.
is Kuno will I'm gonna basically
Where's the jail?
I'm gonna say this that Kuno is not in the cell anymore. He's not there.
Oh,
He's no longer being held. Um, but they are trying to keep the ruse up, so he's missing. The two guards that were there from the night before, they are not there either. So what we will do is we will leave off on what essentially is the trip to on the wagon. So you guys meet up with
at the
Benji.
stable.
You meet up You meet up with Benji, and you head off towards. You basically all climb aboard. Old Benji's there. Terry's there, who's a younger chap. He's a little scruffy. Yeah, he's a little scruffy too. You kind of get that vibe from him that he's kind of familiar with the land. He's lived here for a while. Old Benji's lived here for a while. And when you get on the wagon, yeah, they're a little worried because the wagon when Panda gets on. Uh-oh.
I mean, would I just walk at that point?
Well, I mean, you could, but you might want to rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I will do.
And it is a 3-day journey.
Let me do this.
Fair.
It's a 1.5 day journey, but that and back.
Well, the total 3 days.
Yeah. So what I will do is I'll do this, and then we'll do. It takes like your 4-hour journey. You guys can. We're gonna go through each person on what they're doing on this 4-hour journey, leading up to North City. And I need everybody to roll a perception check. I don't know if I'll get the rolls while I'm on a different page. I might do. I'm not. I might do.
I'm waiting on GM.
Okay,
Yeah, me too.
fair enough.
I got a
Oh.
23.
You just cut everybody off.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna summon you guys. So don't worry. I'm gonna summon you guys. Now don't go
Uh-oh.
nuts. Don't go nuts for donuts.
Oh,
I make no
Oh.
promise.
what?
Go
uh,
donuts for nuts.
I'm
Wait,
gluten intolerant. I can't have donuts.
Or eclairs.
I
Uh,
wanted Claire.
No. Waiting for the adventure.
I wanted that Claire.
okay.
That's what
So
Oh,
unique.
I'm nuts. Why would you put us here? Why wouldn't you just put us at the other place?
Oh.
Ooh, what's this?
Okay,
Okay.
perception.
Yeah, perception checks, please.
Hey, Manic, when's the next game?
2 weeks from now. So not next Saturday, but the next Saturday.
When I'm supposed to be playing Esper Genesis? Okay.
14.
Is that when that is?
Yeah.
Okay, then we might have to do next week again then.
17.
Me and Noon won't be here next week.
Yeah.
Why
okay.
don't you figure out
three.
something else for yourself, nerd?
All right. I will push it back a week.
I mean, I can do some other things. I can change it up. We were supposed to be
I
doing
got
like
20.
bi-weekly. Or not bi-weekly, but
You
like,
already changed it up once for us.
Right, we have this. Well, we'll discuss it after stream. It'll be fine. We'll figure something out.
Before we swapped boards, I rolled a 23. I don't know if
Okay.
that still counts.
Fair enough. You
I
guys,
rolled a 13.
you want to put
14.
yourselves once I have you on the
I
board.
rolled a 17 plus 3.
Um,
I'm gonna have to fix the D&D Beyond for this campaign.
Nenef.
Yeah, that's pretty
Handed.
handy. Not gonna lie.
I'm setting some stuff up.
I
Sorry,
already
guys.
have it set up. I just need to change stats.
Yeah, you
Um,
just need to set up your character sheet.
Who am I missing? Who's not got a figure right now?
I
same
th- you
Marcy.
said you added me, but I don't see me. Oh, there's
I see
me.
you.
I see me.
Okay,
Oh, there
is
I
that
am.
is everybody? Is that everybody?
Oh.
So just put yourself somewhere on the
Yeah.
wagon or whatever.
What
You-
about
you can be walking
uh,
along with it.
links and all that?
They
Are
are
they
here.
over
They're technically here, I guess. Well, I don't know if they'll be here next time, so I guess they'll be wobbling along with us. We'll just assume they are. For story reasons. You guys are a group anyway, so.
Let me know when the next one is, and I'll probably join.
Yeah, okay.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Like it's supposed to be
Maybe.
like every other week, but like if that's gonna like collide, we'll figure something out. It's gonna be a level up at the end of this. Yes, that's we're having. This will be a HP roll for level 2, and then we're gonna end the session, and that's what we've got. So we're gonna cut to this. We have our players. You guys have been spending 4 hours doing your good old fashioned, hullabaloo. That's the wrong one. Fucking dumb.
Shit, ya booga booga.
So okay, can I get from, let's just say from Ruby to, so Ruby, what was your perception?
17 plus 3.
Okay. Shay.
Shan rolled a 18 plus 5, which is 23.
Okay. Panda.
16.
Okay. Penenith.
14.
Rava.
5.
Okay. And Rava. Okay. Rava is too busy staring at her, counting her gold.
So
Nerd.
shiny.
Nerd. What are you?
13.
13. All right, Nerd. You also notice. Let's just say like everyone else besides Rava kind of gets this uneasy feeling. Panda, you're the first to notice it because you've been up this road before. He said the North Pass. I'll bet he said the North Pass. So you get very weird when he starts going slightly towards the west. You're not familiar with the area, considering the way the overgrowth works and how the forests basically change because of the burning and stuff of said vegetation, especially this far out. But that soon cuts to Shay, who also notices that you're not going on north, and then cuts to exactly the same. Ruby's like, all right, we're not going north anymore.
The hell's going on here?
I'd like to say I was probably making notes on my map as we're going.
Yeah.
I kind of noticed.
Okay,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
wait a
that's
minute,
cool.
this
Yeah,
is a little.
That's also goddamn. I forgot about that completely.
There
Right.
you go.
Nerd.
Yes.
You have, ever since you've come to Murkwatch, you have a very, very sensitive nose. Like, I'm going to say that you have the ability to kind of smell dragon fire,
Okay.
because being a feline with your extrasensory nostrils and such, you and spending, of course, like quite a lot of time in a boat that's had a couple barrels stocked beside you while you slept in your little cot. And then, of course, with the days that you spent in Murkwatch, having, maybe not as long, but you know what it smells like when it's lit now. You get that familiar kind of sense in your nostrils as well.
Okay.
And as that happens, you see old Benji basically pull on the reins, and Terry turns and looks, and basically jumps off, and old Benji just jumps off too. And as you see that, a hail of arrows come flying at our party. And with that, we will leave it till next time.
Benji,
Damn it,
you
Benji and Terry.
Benji said.
Someone should have rolled an inside check on Benji when he was talking to you.
No one knows.
Maybe don't take a fucking nap. I didn't take a nap. I went to bed. I was moving barrels and boxes all day.
He was moving barrels of boxes. Also, he had to cook dinner.
I was also cooking dinner IRL.
Yeah.
don't worry. I just said, fuck.
Yeah. So,
What's dinner?
what is dinner? Well, yeah, that's a good
Bill's
point.
Pizza.
Something that involves us getting
Pizza's
shot
good.
at.
Oh, I don't have you guys on this one. Maybe I
Something
should
that
do
involves not doing an insight
Let me
check.
do this actually.
Exactly. That too. That
Nah, chat looked legit. Yeah, I mean, he's played that way. All right, okay. So, yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna now go. I know you guys haven't done any combat yet, right? But
Classic.
We're gonna roll for
Well,
hit
we
points.
combated the wind.
We're going. Yeah, I mean, you combat. You did enough. You solved. You solved enough to get to
We
level
had an
2.
encounter.
Yeah.
I did mental combat.
So I need some HP rolls from you guys so that we can note these down, and then we can.
And
end
we're
off.
doing straight whatever we roll, right?
Right. We're doing rerolls of 1, and or you can choose to take the average. We'll do that, right? Just to make it fair. Yeah. So if you want to take the average and not roll, that's fine with me.
Whoops, wrong one.
So yeah. Let's do it in order. Well, let's do it in order. Ruby, D12 plus your Constitution modifier, or take the average.
D12.
I need a piece of paper. God damn.
3 plus what?
Your Constitution modifier.
Which one's that?
It's the Constitution, and then you look at the modifier.
Oh, plus 2.
Right. So plus 5. So you have 5 more hit points. Okay.
Right.
Shay, that's a D8. Right?
Okay, does a D8 for Shay?
I think for a cleric it's a D8, right?
I think so. Yeah, D8 plus Constitution or
Okay.
5, which is my.
It's your hit dice.
average.
It's whatever your hit dice is. So
No, I was getting my average.
okay. So you're taking average?
I'm contemplating because I mean I've got a +3, so if I take the average, I get 8.
Mhm.
If I roll, I could get an 8 plus 3 though.
It's your choice. If you roll a 1, you re-roll it. That's the only thing I can tell you about rolling. We'll move on to Pandad while you think. Okay?
No
'Cause we
pussyfoot
don't-
around.
We don't want to
See
be
what I
girl
get.
night, so 5.
All right, that's cool.
Yep.
I
Okay.
had 5.
So that's 8, and Panda's also got 5, 8 too, right? Yours 10 though, right? On a D10.
It's on D10.
Okay.
I rolled a 5.
So which is 5 plus your Constitution modifier, which is
What is my Constitution modifier?
that is a smart question. That's why I asked it.
2. 7.
7. Okay, so you got 7 hit points. All right. Rava, D10, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
7 plus
that's
Constitution modifier.
10.
10. Nice. Um. Okay, and then we have Peneneth.
And I'm sorry. Explain the whole.
So
I could do
you can
average
take
or.
you do a D8 plus your Constitution
Right.
modifier. If you roll the 1, you can re-roll it. Yeah, or you can take the
Right.
average. Now the average is the average
Average
of
of
your
wh-
dice, which is 4 plus your Constitution modifier.
Well, I rolled earlier. I rolled a 4, so it's the same.
Okay,
4,
so-
7.
7. So you
4
have
plus
7.
three.
You have 7 hit points then added to your thingy. And then we have Muffin and Lynx, but I've done Muffin already, and I'll do Lynx before the next session or whenever she wants to play again. And what did you do? What did you do? Wayne Fists
8
8
total.
Okay, total.
Yeah, I've already
8.
done it in
Okay.
D&D Beyond.
Okay, so
I'll have to do that.
you guys are
tomorrow,
level
fine.
2. If you need help leveling your to level 2 or whatever, that's fine. We'll do that for next time or whatever. Other than that though, congratulations guys. Thank you very much for being my players once more. I'm gonna shout.
Thank you.
Can we shout out my players? Can we shout out Noon? Can you shout
Thank you,
everybody out,
thank you.
please? And then of course
Yeah.
maybe shout out the people who rated me, who were very nice to do that. Thank you very much. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for putting up with my bullshit.
Thanks for having us.
No, it's always a grand
DMing.
time.
You are no Lynx. You'll be level 2 as well. So we have to have a chat about that at some point too. Also, let me just switch to this because I need to really get Clippy. Let me just get Clippy real quick. I don't have Clip. What is it? Clippy's a source, right?
Mhm.
Just re-navigate the sidekick. page somewhere
There
else
it is.
so it's not
No, I mean
really
it's
in
the
my
source
face.
that I can.
I know.
Yeah,
Just
go check out these people. They're great. They're my players. They are also Twitch streamers and such. They're all variety sorts.
Santa.
Appreciate
I'm
it.
alright.
Next Saturday, I guess. I know Noon and Nerd are busy next week, so
Just do the 4th. I'll push mine back again.
okay. I get what I'll do is I'll do it for the 4th, and if we don't have enough people, I'll just take it off, I guess. But if we have people for it, then I'll do it, and then I guess we can push it back. It
Why do you choose
depends.
on yours on the 5th, nerd?
Because I'm not doing a Sunday afternoon, so no.
Yeah, that's
I'm
not.
I'm going to stick on Saturdays at the same time.
Yeah, that's
Alright,
that
well,
was
we'll
the
figure it out.
original. That was the original plan
We
that we
just
had.
figured it
anyway.
out. He
Yeah.
will do it in 2 weeks on the 4th with Manic.
Yeah.
Then my Esper Genesis campaign will start on the 11th.
There we go.
That works. That works.
See?
Ah,
I
nerds that
mean,
do campaigns.
three of the players haven't made their characters yet anyway, so
Okay, that gives time as well, I suppose.
I mean, they'll do it the day before.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It
Thanks, Manic.
Possibly.
That was fun.
was a lot of
thanks,
fun. Thank you guys. Next session will be. I'll put it in the Discord if you want to join the Discord to find out more on announcements or whatever. I am also technically. I'm also technically a variety streamer. I play Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays with Pangus King, and Fridays I play Tailspire, where I build half of this shit that I use for the adventure and other stuff. Other than that, I don't really like selling myself anymore. So, can we? Is there anybody to raid? Or
Sell more. Sell
I'm
more.
Nope.
literally on right now.
oh, you're on. Okay,
You're-
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I've been on this entire time.
we can raid. We can raid the nerd.
I've been lurking this entire time.
I know. I
Same.
can see all that. Now I'm gonna work on Esper Genesis stuff. I gotta
Esper
do another
Genesis.
chapter.
That's good. That's good. We can raid over to Nerd then, because Nerd is a good boy. He's a good boy. He will also be.
good as
Nerd's a
boy.
good
Someone
dude.
tap me on the head. I'm a good boy.
He's also a Tailspire streamer. If you want to learn how to use Tailspire, or get a cheap deal on it, you can go over there. He's got codes and all sorts. What else I gotta say? I think that's everything. Thank you guys. Thank you. This was a lot of fun. Like I said,
Manic.
I enjoy D&D. It's one of my favorite hobbies. So the fact that I get to partake in it again is fun. This is the most fun I get.
This is
Mhm.
Besides playing, I guess, right? Also, thank you very much, Town 15 for the follow. Skeets, thank you for the raid, buddy. Appreciate you. Eric, also for the raid. Thank you very much, man. I hope you liked your cameo. What else? Links, thank you for the resub. I've added you to my spin. So I'm back to 18. Thank you.
Spin it.
I'm not spinning it. No. I ate way too much yesterday. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Icebark. I don't have any of my follow alerts on this page. I should probably change it. It's for D&D, so I kind of try and keep it a little bit more, focused. I guess I could switch to this one.
Hey, now you have 19.
Oh, fuck. Thank you, Panda. Damn it.
Well,
We just add that. 19. We're ending. We're ending because otherwise I'm going to be here all night, and I also have to get up tomorrow and stuff. I know. So we're going to go over to
we've
some
already-
nerd. So let's go.
We've already
you wake up. What?
Yeah, I know. It's already tomorrow. Like 20 minutes.
Do you have to stop somebody from killing a child?
Yikes! Could you imagine being tomorrow?
Well, I mean, it's rough. Also,
Still sitting.
ignore this question. It's not accurate. That was yesterday's. I haven't updated it.
What's
I can't
today's?
even read that.
Good. I'm glad you can't. Anyway, thank you guys.
Oh, the BEG. GBG.
Not okay. So just so we're clear, it's not. Oh, God damn it! It's not this. It's not next week, but it's the week after, nerd. Right?
We are playing again in Manic's game on the 4th.
Right. The 4th.
So it'll start every other week.
The 4th. Wait a minute. Let me just check. Yes, it's the 4th.
Yes,
Okay.
the 4th is in 2 weeks.
The 4th. Okay. So
Second Saturday is the 4th.
the
No,
second Saturday.
The first Saturday is the 4th.
Okay. The 4th
The
is when we will be
second
playing
Saturday
again.
From now.
It's a day in the future.
It's a day in the future, the 4th. If you're not in the Discord,
Future
like I
time.
said, I'll put up another
Muffin!
poll. I'll put another poll up so people can react to it if they want. They'll have so long. We also technically have a Hero Forge campaign. That's going to be coming to an end. Yeah, that's going to be coming to an
When?
end. Probably the end
I
of the
never submitted
week.
mine.
Well, then you might have to get to that. Because
What? How, I have to do things?
you have to do things. I have to. I need my mushroom man. I need him. He's
Hey,
important.
we came up
You
with
already
good
have
mush-
him.
We have you have like a dozen mushroom men.
Yeah, I need a lot of vote. Like I'm
He
gonna
needs
put a poll up.
variety of mushroom men.
I'm putting first of all, I'm gonna put them together, and then it's gonna come to a vote. It's going to come to a vote.
You know, I'll work on submitting a mushroom man later this afternoon.
Okay, that's good. I look forward to it. It'll be in the Forged by Hero part of Discord.
I saw
Also,
that.
Muffin,
I will.
I did see you there, buddy. Sorry, I wasn't ignoring you. I'm trying to stay focused.
He was ignored.
Get ignored. Be stinky.
Can never have enough.
So you're gonna actually
Exactly.
order the Mushroom Man and then have a painting stream?
No, I'm not actually ordering it. It's gonna be a digital version of it because I do not have time for that right now.
Oh.
It's just my stream.
What
Mushroom
about
man.
in fact, what we'll do is I'll buy one and then send it to Panda, and that way he can paint them and then send them to me, which costs even more money because of
Yes. the
International
inefficiency.
shipping
Yeah.
I
rates.
love it.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
like $30 to ship you.
Well,
Thank you.
maybe it'll be cheaper if Panda sends it to Muffin.
I don't
who
have
sends
long.
it
I don't have long,
to
Bean. I'm
you.
writing out.
Go.
All right, bye guys.
Yeah,
We're gonna go
well,
see
bye.
Nerd.
Don't worry.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Ciao, chat.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh,
Okay.
But also,
Plan B
staying 'cause
character.
we're talking.
Oh my fucking